Yeah,
Oh,
it is
sorry.
pretty good. That's all good. What is up, everyone? Today I'm joined by my good friend Axel Purcell. And today we're going to be talking about a lot of news has come out about. So we had Black Adam the other day, which is it's a movie. We're going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking about Gotham Knights, which came out like a few days
The
ago, I
day
think.
after, I think. It was the
Yeah,
day
yeah,
after.
it did. Yeah, like so many shit was popping up on Twitter. I was like, shit, there's a lot of spoilers for
Legit in
stuff.
the middle of my exams. I'm like, oh, flip.
Yeah,
I had to just go and do it all in the middle of my exams, just 100% the game. Like, I
yeah.
guess.
I only completed the game yesterday. It was so unsatisfying. It was like
Yeah,
it
no,
just
because
nothing
it did that like
happened.
weird non-linear like live service thing where it was like
Yeah,
how weird were the player stories for each of the characters where it was just like you were having this like psychic vision and then it would like
yeah,
fade to white and it was just like what was that?
yeah. I was like, is this part of the story or some shit? I don't know. I just felt it just felt like there were barely any villains. But we'll talk. We'll go on that later. And also the new heads of DC, which was pretty.
Better than
We'll just
Hamada.
say, oh yeah, definitely. But like, again, we'll like go on to that. But like, uh, yeah. So yeah. So thoughts on Black Adam. So what do you think of Black Adam?
Okay, so I went into it and I was super nervous because like this was my most anticipated movie of the year because I actually
Oh yeah,
really liked the JSA.
yeah,
I
they're pretty
couldn't
cool
care
stuff.
less about Black Adam. I mean, I can, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I
Um,
like the only characters I cared about was like Doctor Fate, of course, and like Hawkman. Hawkman was a bit of a mixed bag for me. I was like confused, like heroes
I
don't
like yeah.
kill. Yeah,
Which
like
Hawkman is it? Is what
dude,
I'm confused about.
I think like they said he's Thanagarian, but
Did they?
also yeah.
So,
Actually,
but wait, are we good with spoilers for Black Adam?
yeah, we're good with spoilers. Yeah,
So
we're good
the
with
whole like
spoilers.
thing where they were like going on about how like oh he's gonna die later. So it seems
Yeah,
like the regeneration thing isn't a
yeah,
part of it, and the wings are mechanical, so they're not a part of him either.
yeah. I
Um,
was like confused, like wait, what? And I didn't like how like they were like red highlights everywhere. I'm just not a big fan of the helmet. It's just the wings on the helmet. It just bothers me the most. I'm
I mean it
how?
beats the Smallville one, I guess.
Yeah. What about the arrow one? Or
Oh, I
like,
mean, yeah, I mean
yeah, just
Arrows, but
barely.
like just all the suits in Smallville just give me like literally make me want to die. So I guess this is
Yeah.
definitely an improvement.
Like, how does this guy not walk into? How does this guy not walk around and doesn't accidentally stab someone? Like,
Yeah, I
he's
know
got.
everything's so sharp.
Yeah, I know. It's like fucking and like so. Yeah, like I'm confused. He kills. Wait, no, he doesn't. He says heroes don't kill. I'm like, okay. You
Hawkman of
have
all
a
people saying that.
you have a mace and that turns into an axe. I'm like, how do you
And
not?
he's literally so vicious in the comics as well.
Exactly. He like murders people.
He had
Like
a series called Savage Hawkman, literally where
exactly.
he was just
It's like
murdering.
getting Wolverine to like not kill anyone. That's exactly this. It's like that. I mean, it's like, well, I mean, the first X-Men movie, Wolverine didn't kill anyone. It was just like that, pretty much. And so, yeah, I think the fights with him, like with Hawkman, were pretty cool. Uh,
I
uh,
do like that they had Black Adam beating him convincingly, and they didn't try and like
yeah,
make it look like they were even just to make it more intense. Like I
yeah,
do like how they paid into the fact that Black Adam was more powerful.
yeah. Like this was like a cool meet. Like heroes don't kill, but I do. And then you got to
Yeah, no,
protect my
I
minions.
think The Rock actually did like a decent job. Like I wasn't like he's The
Yeah.
Rock, but I don't know I liked him in the role.
Yeah, I was like, because like I was, because
You cut out a bit
Johnson
there.
would not for like a week or so, and he would just the hierarchy of power. I'm like, dude, you're just what? Show us
Have you seen
something
that?
cool. Like he was mostly promoting himself. Yeah, was
Oh
that?
yeah, no. Like he sees this with the Dwayne universe. Do you see those clips of him going 100
Yeah,
days until Black Adam? And it was just
yeah.
like 5 days later, it would be like 95 days until Black Adam, and
I'm
it would
like,
just
yo,
continue.
I'm like, dude, like relax with your ego and stuff. It's just, oh, God, it's just nuts. And like, I think like, what did you think of the comedy in this movie? That was like a bit. That was like a sort of an issue I had with the movie.
I didn't like the comedy with like Noah Centino. Um,
Yeah,
I
Adam Smasher was a bit like with him. I was just a bit.
He was just a comic relief
Okay.
character, and I'm a bit done with the whole like shoehorned comic relief character. Like I
Yeah.
actually didn't mind the character, but it's just like when they make it like the entire character, it feels a bit outdated nowadays. Like where
It
it's like they don't
does. Yeah.
really provide. But like there were some things that did make me laugh, like that scene where they're like, we can bring him back and interrogate him, and then the dude's just flying off and dying. Like a lot of the things where he just kill someone, and then they'd be like,
Yeah,
he's dead.
I like the part where he like hit Black Adam, like, hey, yo, watch it, and then like, boom, I hit.
Yeah,
Aquaman.
exactly. Yeah, all
Yeah,
the
that
stuff
was
like
actually fun. I kind of laughed at that. Like, I know, like some people were like, oh, no, it's a bit for. I'm like, okay, yeah, but still, like, I'm not gonna
was a
lie.
bit.
Yeah, the suit here, I'm a bit mixed on because first of
No,
all, we all know it looks like Deadpool, but
yeah,
blue.
the face.
Yeah, the patches on the eyes. I'm like, well, you still trying to get that Deadpool money? Like, seriously?
That's the
DC?
thing,
And
and
like,
they also lent into the comedy as well. Like they were really
yeah,
asking for it there.
yeah, like with the eye movements and stuff. I was like, okay, wow. And like, I'm surprised they actually did the white eyes pretty well here. So,
Yeah, I mean, the wide eyes is going to be a pivotal thing for characters moving forward. Like,
yeah, like
kind of
that
a
was
side,
just-
kind of an aside. But when we eventually get to Red Hood, are you a bigger fan of like the metal or like that style with the wide eyes and like the red, like kind of the meh? Because the metal kind of feels a little like emotionless.
I don't know exactly. Yeah, how will they do it? Like you saw in like in Titans, or as I call it,
Titans season
Kittens.
3. That was one of the worst. Like,
Apparently, Titans season 4 came out recently, and I'm like,
oh, has it?
yeah, yeah, it's like came out recently, and I gotta say, here's my reaction.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you something.
We don't care.
Yeah, I
don't
really.
care.
The first 2
stopped
seasons were
watching
alright,
that shit.
but the 3rd season, that Scarecrow was abysmal.
Bruh, that Scarecrow guy looked. Oh my. Yeah.
But yeah,
God,
anyway, back
that
on.
was like, yeah, okay, Titans. Like, how do we get there? Yeah, but like with this, like this was, yeah, it's a bit weird to see him with sleeves. Like, I was expecting like the more sleeveless Atom Smasher, and like it was cool to see his uncle like
yeah,
yeah, I was like Henry Winkler. That was pretty cool. Technically, we had 2 cameos named with the actor of Henry, but anyway, so yeah, like, what did you think of our boy Dr. Fate here?
I mean, I'm so happy he was the best part of the movie because
Yeah,
he
he
was
was
my
great.
favorite part. Like going in, he was the part I wanted, and of course he did well.
And like, I wanted a movie after the movie. I'm like, let's go, and then of course,
Yeah.
you know what happened.
And it was a decent scene, but it was like the movie didn't need it because it's not like it elevated the movie that much, so they could have just done it. Like it wasn't a bad scene.
There was a post-credit scene cut out from the movie. It was like where someone grabs the helmet. We don't see their face, of course, but like someone grabs the helmet from somewhere, and I'm like, okay, why'd you cut that? So it was hinting at his return. I'm like,
I guess it's because people would get to that after the Henry Cavill one, be like,
yeah,
don't care. No, but would you rather it be Khalid or the stripper dude? I forget the other guy's name.
The stripper. Oh, I don't think he's even from the comics. I'm like, from the Suicide Squad movie. Yeah, that movie is pretty good. Like, it is better than I gotta
Is that
say.
from the Suicide Squad movie? I forget what that was from.
It's from Hell to Pay. It's like where like, yeah, that one. I gotta say that's the best Suicide Squad movie we have gotten. Like, because I'm not a big fan of.
We've got 3 Suicide Squad films.
Well, 4 if you count
the
Arkham one. But
yeah, I forgot about that one.
Yeah, like it's mostly because it's like it's called Batman Assault on Arkham, so like yeah, it could be a bit easy to miss out on. I'm just
Suicide Squad as well. Amanda Waller, they are really bumping up her role.
Yeah, like I like how she's coming in a bit more.
I do, but like, is she still gonna be like antagonistic? Like, you know, is this the Rock?
This is my good friend Ziva Fett made this. It's like this is our new universe. Like, you see, like,
better get at least one more Rock character in the DCU.
Like, yeah, no, there's probably like the Atom some way. He's like in there.
I mean, not gonna lie, the Batman actually, like, I know it's only because we see the mouth, but it doesn't look.
It looks so weird. It just fits him so well. I like how the Green Lantern they use that Kilowog concept art. I'm like, okay, that works.
He is built like Kilowog.
Yeah, he is. I'm like,
just an insult. I mean, I'd love to be.
Yeah, like he Martian Man.
Oh,
It's
gee, what are they
7
doing with him?
Well,
Again, I
that
guess.
Martian Man. Oh, right. To be honest, I don't think they even know because like if they do use him, I don't think they're going to use the same actor, Harry Lennox. I mean,
They
that
sh-
would be great if they did. Like, of course, I would love to see that, of course. But honestly,
I'd love to see him
they'd
link
be
up with
like,
Supergirl.
oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Because like I think he was rumored to be in the Flash, maybe like as like the general. But if they make a Martian Manhunter, they'll be like, oh no, 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 we're acknowledging that movie. No, we can't do that. But
Yeah.
yeah, it would be cool. I like him in the role. So what did you think of what's her name? Oh god, did you see this? You remember this image from the
Yeah,
movie?
this one scene.
If
Yeah,
I
I know.
saw that before the movie, I'd be like, there's no way that's real. That looks too stupid. But
The
like,
poor
of
thing about
course,
being The Rock is that any photo of you can instantly just become hilarious. Like,
yeah, I
think
know.
about it. If that was someone else, like, I reckon they could have made that look normal, but it's because it's The Rock.
Okay, what did you think of the villain Sabak?
I'm gonna be honest. I don't really know that much about him from the comics.
I don't know him
Uh,
either, but like, I don't think anyone really.
he
Well, I
wasn't a
mean, like,
villain. Like, he was like a,
yeah.
oh god, we need a sky beam type
Yeah,
thing.
that's what that was. Like the whole he was so I felt like he looked cool, of course. Like the fight scenes and the
Oh yeah,
visuals were
he
the
rips him
best
in
thing about the
half.
movie.
Oh,
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
visuals are
that
so
was
good.
cool. I'm like, there's a rated R cut in the movie. There was still some violent scenes like
Yeah, you could
when
see how it would be.
yeah, like when Black Adam's like beating up all those soldiers in like the tomb. Yeah, like I could tell they took a bit of inspiration from Man of Steel.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Snyder is the blueprint. I'm not gonna say that again.
Oh, he
Anyway,
is.
he definitely like they took a lot of stuff from like they took a
Sorry,
lot
I
of
was
stuff.
just grabbing
That's all
this.
good. What's that you got there?
I got the what is it? The box set.
Oh,
Snyder trilogy.
what the fuck? You got that?
Hell
What the
yeah!
fuck? I don't even have that. Where'd you get that from?
I just bought it on Amazon. I don't know. I was scared that WB would do a purge.
Oh yeah, like WB like fuck. God, WB's like, we can't have that. It's got yo, I got this the other day. Look at that. There we go. It's a
Damn,
pretty
that's
bad
just-
act. Like I'm not a big like these parts here come off. It'll come off easily. But like still like yeah, the movie is fire though. Like, but still like yeah, I'm surprised like because like the Intergang was in the movie and I was thinking are they
Darkseid?
connected? Yeah, I was thinking are they connected to Darkseid or something? They're connected to Darkseid. I know that from the comics, but like yeah, I think in this version
They did not seem like Intergang.
yeah, they just seemed like I mean like the superpowers were not the
No,
super
the
the
technology.
weapons. Yeah, the technology
Yeah,
was
that's
pretty
Intergang.
cool.
But no
Yeah.
Bruno Mannheim. No,
Yeah,
like
he
even
wasn't in the
no
movie.
reference to Dark. Actually, I could see Darkseid trying to get something like Eternium. Like that could
Yeah,
be. I could see him doing
that
that.
could be cool. Like, but like I think like either like because actually we'll get to that later because like our boy Henry Cavill shows up in the end, of course, in the blue suit, and you know there are some people saying, "Oh, it's Justice League Superman." I'm like, I did not get any vibes that
Yeah.
was just I did
The-
that
even if
felt
they
like
don't want
Superman to me.
the way it is, even if they don't want to continue Snyder stuff, there's no way they're going to continue the Justice League. Like,
Yeah,
it's either
like
they'll reboot it completely, or they'll go with like they'll follow on from Snyder stuff. Because why would you follow a terrible movie?
I don't. That's the thing. Like there are unfortunately some fans of that fucking movie, and that's a shame because like it's goddamn terrible. It's
Like that's a thing. Like I like Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I like
I've
the
never
first
seen that.
Avengers. I like the first.
Yeah, the
Avengers.
first Avengers is good. And even Age of Ultron was all right. I don't mind
Yeah,
the movie.
and then my respect for Joss Whedon just went. Like
Yeah, bro,
especially
like-
after no, you know what this is what got into DC, so it's not even that long ago.
Yeah, fucking.
And so like
oh,
even as someone at the time knew barely anything outside of Batman. I mean, I was always into Batman. I mean, I
Yeah,
clarify that.
Batman's,
But, like
like-
the rest of it, because like DC's kind of separate to just Batman, if you know what I mean. Because Batman.
yeah, it's like Batman is
franchise.
it's how they make money. Like and
He's
Batman
their
that prints
franchise.
money. Yeah, pretty much. He carries he carries pretty much everyone. Like
Which is
even,
why I
like,
think they need to diversify with him, as in with
They
this,
do,
with this-
they do, and they gotta like stop using Joker and everything, which is why like
Oh
because
yeah.
like I am like so sick of Joker. I mean, I like Joker and stuff, but like
Black
shit.
Adam saying that Joker will. Didn't he say something like?
Yeah,
the
I saw
Joaquin
that.
Phoenix
I'm like,
Joker will like
I'm
meet
like,
up with Black
dude.
Adam. Like, what would the tone of that be? Like, how could you possibly meet Joaquin Phoenix's Joker?
What are they gonna
who's like
dance on the
like an
stairs together?
allegory for society, and mix that up
Oh
with
my
the
God.
Eyebrow Man?
Yeah. Oh my God. It's wait, hopefully it's not this Joker. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
This design. I get what they're
Yeah.
trying to do. It's
They just need to
just
go
over the top. It's just way
They just
too
need
over
to go
the top.
funny Joker. They need to like. I'm so sick of them doing this whole trying to prove some point. Like that works with the Joker
Yeah.
movie because that's what the kind of movie
Yeah.
is. But with like a DC universe, the Joker just needs to be someone who's really just trying to mess with Batman. Like he doesn't
Yeah.
have some greater
Like,
purpose. He's just trying to like obviously staple Mark Hamill. Like that
yeah.
is obviously the
Yeah,
best
that was
Joker.
good. Like with like ever since I feel like they're trying to do too much like Heath Ledger's Joker. Like, of course,
Yeah,
like
like
you
that was
kind of
great,
like
but that
have
was his
that.
own
Yeah, that
thing.
was good. That was his own thing. Like Jared Leto tried to do his own thing, and you know,
And that's the thing
and
with
like
that
we haven't
trilogy.
seen the whole. What was that?
That's the thing with that whole trilogy, with the Dark Knight trilogy, is
Yeah,
it's really its own thing. Like
it
it's
is.
great
Like,
and I love it, but like Ra's al Ghul had no Lazarus Pit. You know,
yeah, like
Bane had
that
no
was the
Venom.
thing.
Like it was its own thing. It was great,
Yeah,
but it
which
wasn't really like what you
it
should be
wasn't.
copying on for.
It's like it's not the main staple for Batman. Like if you like those movies, like Batman Begins is the best out of those trilogy, but like The Dark Knight's good. I'm not a huge fan of The Dark Knight Rises because like
Yeah, Dark Knight Rises was a bit.
it's boring as fuck.
Too
I don't give a
much.
shit. It's so yeah. It's like I don't give a shit about Bane. Sorry, I don't
And
care.
they kind of
But
butchered
like,
Nightfall as well.
yeah, they did. Oh God, it's like I was born in the darkness, born in mind.
I mean, it was
Yeah.
entertaining. That voice is dumb.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, like those movies are great. Like they had the biggest impact on pop culture, like movies in general. Like you see, there's so many references to like people still bring up those movies today, like because they're that good.
Oh,
Like,
no, they're great movies.
Yeah, it's mostly The Dark Knight that's brought up the most because you know it's that good. How do we get onto The Dark Knight? We're talking about fucking Superman.
Sorry,
Yeah, it's all good. So, like, what did you think of like the Superman cameo?
Okay, so I think the first thing we got to talk about, because this is weirdly controversial, is the music choice.
Yeah, I'm like when I
I
saw
love
the scene.
the Hunt.
Yeah, I love that theme too, and and this is no disrespect to John Williams' theme.
Yeah,
Like, of course, like that theme, it was for its own time, like, and of course we got to move on from that. Like, I know that like James Bond and fucking Star Wars have the same theme, like it's had the same thing over like the
But they're the
many
same
years.
continuities as
Yeah.
well.
Oh yeah, same continuity sort of. Yeah, but like this is his own Superman. It would have been like cool to see him like come down and be like dun dun Superman.
Oh,
Like
mate,
that would have been good. I would have had that. But like the John Williams, look, I like the John Williams thing. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but like yeah, it's good for what it is.
Two of my favorite scenes from the Snyder Cut, like not my favorite, but two of my favorite scenes.
Oh yeah,
is
yeah.
one where Batfleck's like, where Alfred's like, "Don't wave the red cape if you can't."
That's a good line.
Beat the
I'm
charging
like,
ball.
yeah.
He's like, "This red cape fights back," and then it goes like dun dun, like switches,
Dun,
and it's just like
dun.
the way how that, and also where they're sitting around the table and they're like, "It turns smoke back into a house," and
Yeah.
then like I'm thinking it, and then it like cuts to it like pans in
Yeah.
on Bruce as like the like hologram of Superman. It goes like dun dun.
Yes,
Like,
that was
it's
so
such
good.
a good theme. Like
It
it's
is.
so it like
It's like-
elevates scenes so well.
If you've seen like the behind the scenes of how Hans Zimmer and Zack Snyder like made that theme, like there's like a featurette of it. It goes in depth really well. Like, and like Zack Snyder said, he wanted to use the original the John Williams theme, but like
Yeah, I did hear.
obviously
that.
they didn't, and like
Thank God. I mean, not that it's bad. It's
I
just
mean,
like, just
yeah,
love
it's not
Man
that
of Steel
it's not
theme.
bad. It's like it's
great. It's like iconic and great, but I just love
for
Man
its
of
own.
Steel.
It was its own time. It just like because like I don't know if you've seen She-Hulk recently, but when Daredevil showed up, I only saw that episode. Actually, I haven't even finished that episode.
Oh yeah,
But,
that was
when
so
Daredevil,
weird.
when
They
Daredevil
used-
showed up, he had his theme song from his show, Like it was like dun 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 dun
But the
dun.
thing is his theme show. His theme song is so
Seems
cool. But they
yeah
played it over like her making fun of how nobody knows who he is.
yeah
Like
that was
so,
like
it didn't match the scene at all. She's like, who? And he's like, I'm Daredevil, and it had like the awesome theme playing. And then
yeah,
he was
but
like, I
like it
don't know
was
you.
cool that they used his theme instead of like imagine if they used Batfleck. Oh no, Ben Affleck's Daredevil thing. I haven't actually finished the Ben Affleck Daredevil movie. I'm like,
Is
this
that
is
even worth
fucking
watching?
boring.
Like we have a
I
perfect
don't
TV
think
show.
so.
Do we?
It's like I'm like
do
this is
we?
boring as fuck. And yeah, the Daredevil show is fire, of course. But like back with Superman, like yeah, like yeah, they should have used the Hans Zimmer thing, and there was like a bit of controversy, like debate whether is this canon to the Snyderverse, of course, because like he's got this blue suit on, and yeah, that blue suit is freaking. I love that suit. Like I think it's the Man of Steel suit. It looks more like the symbol. It doesn't have like the writing on it, like
Oh yeah, no.
but
I think he did say it was his Man of Steel suit.
yeah, it's his Man of Steel suit. Like, and I'm like, dude, that suit is old as fuck. But
I
like, they
think the
probably made
biggest.
another one.
I think this kind of comes into another big issue I had with Black Adam in general, and also on the whole, like, is this canon to the Snyderverse?
Mm.
I don't think it can be with the JSA.
Yeah,
Like,
because like either it's set
they were just
before.
twiddling their thumbs.
Yeah, like what the fuck are they doing? Like they're like the Eternals, like we could not interfere. I'm like, shut
And
the fuck up.
I'm
Seriously.
a big proponent, and maybe it's because I started with New 52, but I'm
Oh
a
yeah,
big
New
proponent
52
for
is fire.
JSA, and their JSA sucked, but in general, JSA I think should be Earth 2. I hate them being
I
on the same Earth.
agree. I agree.
Because
I'm
like
like, yeah, it's cool to have legacy characters, but like sometimes like it doesn't. I'm not really a big fan of like Flash like being
I like Jay
inspired
Garrick.
by. Yeah, I
Yeah,
like
but
Jay
like
Garrick too,
I
but like
hate the idea of like because like the whole thing with him and Hal is that like they're the first. Barry created the Speed Force. Hal
yeah,
was the
very clear.
first human Green Lantern. But like when you do Alan Scott and Jay Garrick on the same Earth, it kind of just
Yeah, it feels
undermines
a bit
that.
weird. Like if it's like a Black Canary and her daughter becomes Black Canary, okay, I can get that. Like I don't mind
But
that
I
because
think
like it
I
doesn't.
think they should do that. I think what they should
Yeah,
have done with Black Canary is do that and then have it so like someone like their identities got leaked as children, so she had to move to
yeah,
Earth One, like they as like an escapee. Because like I prefer her on Earth One, but I like her mother on Earth. Like so I get how it can kind of get confusing,
yeah.
but
I mean, like they did mention in like they did mention in Birds of Prey.
Why did you say that name?
Yeah, they did mention. Sorry, they mentioned in Birds of Prey that like, oh, your mother was killed, was a friend of ours. Like she died, and like I'm like, oh, so there was a Black Canary at the time. So I think either I think her Black Canary's mother in that was mentioned. I think she could have been married to Green Arrow, maybe because I don't know.
the
I see
mother.
yeah, the mother was married to Green Arrow, and
Do you
that's
reckon
their
not her?
daughter. Oh, is that?
I think they're doing this current because this current Black Canary is getting a film, and apparently
Yeah, like
it's expected that she's gonna have Green Arrow as a love interest.
yeah, because I was thinking like I think it makes sense like to have Green Arrow as like it started around the same time as what's his
Batman.
yeah Batman. I was about to say Pattinson, but like no like yeah I'm like yeah Pattinson. Wait, where's my
Oh yeah, the ages are a bit off with the universe,
yeah
especially
I'm
Billy
sorry.
Batson. What are they gonna do with him?
Oh yeah, they should have filmed those movies back to back. Like they're
Like
freaking
no, but like
old as fuck.
when they get to his whatever Justice League he's gonna appear in, he's gonna be like 20. Like,
Exactly.
this is like the whole idea of him being like the kid, like you have to do that at least once, having like the kid around the adults, like in the
He's
Justice
gonna be taller than Zachary Levi.
Yeah, right. Like, how are they gonna do that? It's like he's just
It's just
instead of him
Shazam!
growing up, he's just turning
Just
into a random
him.
person.
Just him.
No, but he'll just like turn into a random person, right? Because he'll
Yeah,
grow. into
because
his
like
own...
with the sister Mary, like Lady Shazam, they're just using the younger actress. Like
yeah,
so like I don't know what's gonna happen. Like yeah, but yeah, because like I'm glad Henry Cavill showed up in this movie. I'm like
100%.
yeah, like because we've had enough of like his because in Justice League we don't fucking talk about that. In Shazam he appeared like the director David F. Sandberg wanted Henry Cavill to appear, but like I don't know exactly what happened, but like yeah we know what happened. It was like I'm sorry, that scene in Shazam, I'm not a
Oh
big fan
yeah.
because they use the
How
jungle.
did he
I'm
know
like,
him already? But as well.
yeah, I like when I saw that scene in the theater, I was like, oh shit. But like, I didn't care if when they played the music because like it was of course like before the Snyder Cut was released, and I was like, oh fuck. And then when he was headless, I was like, you've got to be fucking kidding me.
At the
Like,
time, I thought it was just like because they couldn't be bothered to pay the money for it, and I didn't
yeah,
realize the studio politics
or
of
they
it.
couldn't remove his mustache, but like, yeah, or like. So like, and he's in the blue suit, which I like at the time. Like Snyder Cut wasn't really a thing.
I don't mind the blue suit, to be honest. I mean,
Yeah,
like, as in, like, I like the blue suit.
yeah, but like it like does break a bit of continuity. Like when the Snyder Cut comes out, like
It does because he does end the film doing that. But I like to think he just
yeah,
alternates.
yeah, and actually, like Zach said on one of his Vero posts that he would go back to the blue suit, during the nightmare because like in the nightmare he goes into the blue
Oh
suit,
yeah.
and there was like discussions that he goes back to that because people are afraid and they would look for him for help, and so but he kills them like
Oh yeah. That's
Homelander.
the one thing. Like, as much as I'd say Zack Snyder's Justice League is my favorite DC film,
Oh yeah, it's great.
I was not a fan of Nightmare. Like, I liked
You're
it.
not a fan of the Nightmare?
Like, I thought it was cool, but I like the impact that Injustice had on Superman. I just wouldn't want that to happen again. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So like, you're not a fan
Like,
of that scene or like the idea in general?
I don't know. Like, it's not that I don't think I would enjoy it and think this is good quality thing I'm watching. It's
Yeah,
more
you're
just like
thinking.
what it would. Like, I want to see Superman be good.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't like the idea of him going evil and just.
Oh yeah, because like that shit's been like done and done over again. But like, and like,
But like
yeah,
this
we were always meant to get that hopeful Superman by the end of the trilogy. Like,
Yeah.
or like, yeah, like the end of the films. Like he was gonna be.
It was gonna be a
hopeful
reset.
and- yeah,
Wasn't it?
or I don't know if it was gonna be a reset. Like,
Well, like
but,
sort
it
of, because it
would've
would
been-
reset. It would reset to the point
Oh, yeah.
where wasn't it was like Bruce jumps in front of Lewis with the Omega beams.
I think so. Yeah, either that or like Flash, like fucking.
Yeah, but he runs back to tell Bruce to jump in front of it.
Oh
'cause
yeah.
apparently the kid was his or something. That was
Yeah, like that was like.
I was
Like,
not a fan of
yeah,
that.
like Bruce breaking the bro code. I'm not a fucking fan
What
of, but like,
continuity is Bruce not broken the bro code in though?
yeah, that's true. Like, I mean, he did sleep with fucking Batgirl, and
Oh yeah, that's
yeah, we don't
that's,
that
that's a
scene with the
different
killing
level.
joke. Get the fuck out of here with that. I'm like, dude,
That's Bruce Timm.
yeah, Bruce Timm, you are. Look, Bruce Timm, we like your work. Stop fucking getting them together. I'm sorry. It's weird. It's so weird. It's fucking awful. But like, okay, yeah. So, but like, so like back with like, yeah, the Superman scene I think was pretty cool. But oh shit, that's not it. Yeah, that was that was cool. Like, it was cool to see Henry back, and yeah, he like, and then a week later, Henry Cavill quit The Witcher. So I'm like, okay,
Apparently
like,
those are for writing disputes.
yeah, writing just I thought it was, yeah, I didn't know. I only found out yesterday like it was for writing dispute. I thought it was like, okay, so if you're quitting The Witcher, then like you must be expecting a lot from DC because like
Dude,
they're
they
still
better
getting
just-
they're still getting stuff handled because like fuck yeah, it's like it's a bit like because like he's been in interviews and stuff saying like he's wanted to come back as Superman for ages, and now he's finally got it, and like yeah, we're happy for him, but like we're gonna get I hope we get a Man of Steel too, of course, because like that is a movie with who's gonna direct it. I don't know if Zack Snyder is gonna come back because like
Honestly,
obviously
I think it's too contentious with Zach.
yeah, I would love to see that, but like
I would enjoy it, but it's just too
yeah,
contentious.
but like
in
he
general.
can't like he's busy with the stuff at Netflix. Like he's doing Rebel Moon, which they actually had their like art contest. I did not go into it, but like yeah, one of my friends went into that, and
Well, I
yeah, they got to
definitely
meet him. Yeah, they got to meet him, and like I was like, oh cool,
Oh,
and
really?
like yeah, it's really cool, and yeah, like he's busy, and he's also doing the Norse mythology shit, and also fucking Army of the Dead or Planet of the Dead. It's called that sequel. So I think like either he can produce it, like oversee it, like how he was with Army of Thieves.
Well, But wouldn't that just be James Gunn's role nowadays?
James Gunn. What?
Why did you say that name?
Okay, we'll talk about him later. I'm sorry. I'm not a fan of James Gunn. Like the Suicide Squad.
I've heard you say that in the past.
The Suicide Squad is just. I'm like,
I don't mind James Gunn, but I'm not sure how I feel about him controlling the bigger characters. But we'll, like you said, we'll get to that.
Like ever since like the first Suicide Squad, like they wanted. I feel like they always wanted James Gunn to make the Suicide Squad, because like when they got him in 2019 after after that shit that happened like with him and Disney, like I don't know why he was brought back to Disney, but yeah, like honestly, like I feel like they were like I just feel like that's always what they wanted, because like they tried to make the first Suicide Squad into Guardians of the Galaxy. Like, yeah, we got the music, we got the colorful shit. I'm like, yeah, but it doesn't work for that. I'm sorry, it's just like that Bohemian Rhapsody trailer. As fire as that trailer is, it kind of ruined the movie. It affected things afterwards. Like,
and there's another annoying thing about the first Suicide Squad is compared to the second, and I know we're gonna get to Gunn later, but just quickly is the cast of heroes, like not the actors. The actors cast is great as well, but you had such a good group of like the Suicide Squad in the first film.
The actor. Yeah, you got a great cat. Yeah, like freaking.
You got Deadshot, you got Killer
Deadshot
Croc,
was good. Like
you got Katana, you got like it was such like an A list of like villains.
It was like the problem with Deadshot in the movie is keep your mask on. Like I get Will Smith wants to have his face seen.
No, his mask.
He like kept taking it. He like we only saw him in like the mask like 2 times. I'm like, dude, Will Smith, we don't want to see your big fucking ears. Like put the mask on for God's sake. I know he had like the visor and shit, but like still like it's same with like it's the same shit with that happened in the Suicide Squad with I was about to say Bloodshot, but like Bloodsport, like yeah, he kept taking his helmet off, like, and same with Dr. Fate in the movie, like in Black Adam, like he kept taking the helmet off. Also, I was confused, like, isn't Naboo meant to be controlling? Isn't he?
Depends on the continuity. Like I know Young Justice, it was completely Naboo.
Yeah, it was it was 100%, and like.
I think usually it's like Dr. Fate is like his own thing.
Yeah.
I think it's like Dr. Fate is this like combination of them both, like with a hand on the steering wheel, and then like there's Naboo and Ken. Yeah,
it's sort of like a Venom when he's in control. But so like fuck, what was I gonna say? What are we talking about? Right, yeah, like the first Suicide Squad, it had like, yeah, of course, like I do prefer, like I don't like saying I prefer that movie over the Suicide Squad, because I'm basically praising a movie fucked up by WB. And
I'd say I prefer the Suicide Squad. I mean, I don't love the Suicide Squad, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I can understand why, but like, fuck, what else was I gonna say? Yeah, so like. And they actually had like connection to like there was like references to like BVS and yeah,
that was still when it was an actual universe.
Yeah, that was actually still back when they actually gave a shit, like, because like now they're like just all over the place. They're like, what do we reference? Like,
you guys remember when the JSA existed the entire
time?
Yeah.
Remember when they existed? Yeah, me either. Yeah, like. In Bloodsport in the Suicide Squad, I kept thinking that was meant to be Deadshot's character.
Oh, it is. They do make a joke about that.
Like I'm like the WB was like, oh, we can't get Will Smith back. Should we recast? No, let's use Bloodsport. And they're like, who's that? Doesn't matter. Let's fucking.
And that's the issue with all the spin-offs from, because I'm pretty sure the Bloodsport spin-offs they're making something.
Yeah.
And I'm just
probably.
I don't care about these characters. Like Peacemaker was fine, but like I don't care about these characters.
I didn't watch Peacemaker. I'm like,
it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. Like it wasn't, like I said, it wasn't incredible, but it was serviceable. And compared to most of the stuff we get in DC, it was decent.
I was gonna give it a chance, but then I saw the intro on Twitter.
The intro is just a shit post.
It's a fucking Fortnite dance, pretty much. I'm like, that shit looks so bad. Like, holy crap! I've never seen something so cringe in my life. That is,
and Hardcore did turn up in Black Adam as well. That was a nice little.
Oh yeah. Oh, is that James Gunn's wife? Right?
Is it?
Yeah, that's his wife.
Oh.
Yeah, in real life, I mean, like that's his
Oh
wife.
yeah, no,
Yeah, they got
obviously,
married.
real-
Yeah, he's married to the real character. Like, no, but like, yeah, that's his
Oh,
wife.
okay.
Like when she came on screen, I'm like, ugh. Not that, no, it's not because the character or actress. I'm like, it just reminds me, yeah, this is the continuity that we're in.
Yeah, I was like, the government is usually so hostile towards like the Justice
Yeah,
League and the
because
JSA.
like
Like, why are they
Amanda
so buddy
Waller
buddy?
in Amanda Waller in the Suicide Squad was a bitch. I'm sorry,
No,
she
and
would
like
got
in everything. That's a kind of a mental character.
no. I mean, like she got hit in the she got knocked out with a
Oh
golf
yeah,
club.
yeah. You mean like that? Yeah. No.
Yeah, it's like yo, what up, Arkham? We got like in like she got and like she if it was like the first Suicide Squad, she would have murked the she you remember she like killed those guys like in the office, like boom boom boom, and then Deadshot's like, yo, hey man, that gangster or something shit. Yeah, like and like she doesn't in this Suicide Squad, she doesn't even kill anyone. She just lets him go away. I'm like, yo, that is
I think James Gunn kind of wants her to be more of like a Nick Fury than
that's the
Amanda
thing. Like,
Waller.
I thought it was that other guy, like get the fucking bearded motherfucker. What's his name?
like the fat one.
Yeah. Oh, you can't say that. Yeah.
Well, no, that's a plot point in
Oh,
Peacemaker.
Oh, okay. Good. I can call him fat. Yeah. Yeah. That guy. Like, I'm sorry, I don't like that character. Like, especially the actor. He's like,
He's better in
annoying.
Peacemaker.
He's annoying as fuck on Twitter. I'm like,
Oh,
dude.
I don't follow him on Twitter.
I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up. Yeah, but like, yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm sorry. But like, anyway, like, oh yeah, thoughts on Black Hat. Wait, did we already did Henry Cavill?
We did Henry Cavill, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So new heads of
Yeah.
DC. What are your thoughts on the new heads? Obviously, it's been a big conversation this week for stuff like James Gunn and Peter Safran.
I think Peter Safran's basically just a business dude.
Yeah, he's like, because I saw his name on Aquaman and Shazam and shit like that. Actually, I don't know. I don't think really that many people knew about him. Like, people know who like James Gunn is because his movies and the fucking shit he posted several years ago. Yeah. Okay, so Peter Safran, he's done movies like, so yeah, he did Shazam, Aquaman. He did a lot of the Conjuring movies, The Nun, Annabelle.
I think he's like the business side. I think it's like business creative.
Yeah, because like, and James Gunn, like, look, I don't like James Gunn that much. What does he say? In my opinion, James Gunn went more towards the source material of the Suicide Squad than David. That's a bit debatable, but
yeah, I mean, I've read the I've read the Suicide Squad run that I've read the most is the New 52 one.
Yeah, I got some of those as well.
The cast was more air cut, but I kind of agree with you in tone. It did kind of not take itself. I mean, we never really saw the air cut, so it's kind of hard to compare them.
So like we haven't really seen it.
But
so
yeah,
I
do get what you mean. In tone, it definitely was more James Gunn. That's the thing. I actually did enjoy the Suicide Squad. I'm not a James Gunn super fan, and I'm very skeptical for how we'll handle bigger characters.
Yeah, I'm just like.
But here's the thing: if he's like, I think he's a creative guy. I think like he can come up with ideas that he can pass on to directors who have better fitting tones to make better. Whereas like someone like in the like Walter Hamada, I feel like he did not give a crap. Like I feel like he knew nothing, and he was just like creatively bankrupt, and was just like, "What gives us most money?" Like I feel like James Gunn will actually try to make it like a creative, like try and be creative and tell good stories with it. So that's why
He's Walter Hamada. He's ever since he left Warner Bros. He's like, I'm going to live somewhere else. Someone made that. A friend of mine made that. It's like pretty funny. But like, yeah, it's like Walter Hamada. He just didn't give a shit. He threw so many he greenlight so many projects that and they were just saying if it would stick to the wall, but and that's what and and one of them was Batgirl, and the new regime of Warner Bros. Got rid of that because that shit would have never have worked. Like, because they have a 70-year-old Batman. What the fuck? How's the fuck is he gonna fight? Like, is he gonna be like
No,
Count
legit.
Dooku's? Like, yeah, is he gonna like do flips and stuff?
And as someone
I'm
who
like,
loves the I got like one of my favorite part about DC is
oh
especially
yeah,
those four. I like Cassandra and Stephanie as well, but especially those four like
oh
Bat
yeah,
family legacy characters that we'll talk about later in Gotham Knights. That's one of
oh
my
yeah,
favorite parts of DC, and the fact that
yeah.
you're just jumping into a Batgirl film.
Yeah,
I
like,
think
there was no setup. There, like, I mean, Batgirl was meant to be in Affleck's movie, like according to Joe Manganiello, who's going to play Deathstroke. But I mean, we would have like had that set up, and like besides, they were using okay, older Batman, a Batman who's older than Jim Gordon does not work for me. I'm sorry, that is just
oh
it's
no,
just
yeah, then Michael
that is
Keaton,
not what, and
and
they
I don't
gave
even
him
have any really nostalgia for it as well.
yeah, I like Keaton's movies. Like I'm not like I mean like his Batman was a bit like he couldn't turn his head and shit. Like, but like yeah, those movies were good for what they were, and like the Flash movie, like it's going through a lot of rewrites, like or
What's the thing?
reshoots, like
I would have preferred a reboot. I'm still like I know they won't, and I'm actually
yeah,
as much as I love having Cavill back, and as much as I want
yeah.
Batfleck back, I feel like too much time has passed, too much controversy. I
Mm.
don't know. And
And
one thing,
you got the
whether or
shit
not
with
what they do in the end, I think Batman needs a TV show. I think if Gunn does that, then I'd be happy.
mm,
Because like I know the whole TV show model hasn't really worked, but
mm,
with how much you've got to introduce with Batman, I don't think you have time in a movie to do it.
yeah, it's just
Especially with
yeah,
Robins. If you want to have Robins and you want to have
yeah,
all
because
his stories together,
like yeah, it's just you got I don't really know how they're gonna like I know like the Matt Reeves's Batman movies like I know they're probably gonna introduce a Robin or something, but like and look I
at
hope he does
best
it
though,
well. Yeah,
at
at
best though,
best.
they'll have time to maybe
Yeah,
introduce Dick Grayson in the third movie. Like, if you want to introduce Dick Grayson, Barbara Gordon, Tim Drake, Jason Todd, Stephanie Brown, Cassandra Cain, like, if you want to get through all of them, you're gonna need a TV show.
you have yeah you gotta need build up, which I'm like yeah that's what you need. You can't just go like unless they do a time jump and shit, which I'm like okay I really hope we
Then
don't
you're
do
not
that.
attached. Like with Jason, you need a season of him as like well, a season or something. You need a
Yeah,
project with him as a Robin before he
yeah.
dies.
I
Because if you just
mean
have like
we
he was a Robin and now he's evil, like no one's gonna care.
I mean, we had Titans, but we don't talk about that. I'm sorry, the one in Titans is fucking. He's more Jason. He's too Jason Todd, like more than Red Hood. I mean, the helmet looks way too big on him. Like it looks like. I'm
He
sorry.
looks so goofy.
It looks. It's like it just
No,
looks
and he
so
doesn't
stupid.
mature. Like the thing I like
Yeah,
about Jason
exactly.
is when he comes back, he's pretty psychotic a bit, but like
Yeah.
he's kind of matured. Like he has a vendetta and he's actually got a
Yeah.
purpose to what he's doing. He honestly believes that it's all Batman's fault. Like Batman bred this kind of he created this by doing his war on crime. Like he blames Batman, and so he has his vendetta and he's more mature. That
Mm.
that one was just getting pushed around by Scarecrow and being told what to do,
Yeah.
and he was just like, "Arr." And Batman killed the Joker anyway, so why was he mad?
Yeah. Fucking. I'm sorry, that Batman in the show. Look, I know he's a fire actor and stuff in Game of Thrones. I haven't seen him in that, but I just know that. But like, I mean, I've heard that he is, so I don't know shit. But like, I'm sorry, that Batman in that show, he looks so freaking frail. Like, I feel like if I push him over, he's gonna break every bone. I
Well,
feel that. I
once
feel like that's the case, and like, I just don't get the like. Yeah, and I'm sorry, he looks too much like fucking Joe Biden. I'm sorry, that's the truth. He's got that freaking head and stuff.
Joe Biden. That's so true.
That's why I call him Biden Batman. And that guy keeps files of kids, so I'm like, okay, yeah, no,
Yeah, no,
because like I saw that scene in Titans, I'm like, what the fuck?
yeah, no, he's too old to the point where instead of like a mental figure, he's just
Like I
he's
get
just a
the
creep.
fact, like a person who has raised Dick Grayson for like 10 years or something. I get that he would be old, but like not that fucking old. Like,
Yeah, no, they need a. It's kind of hard. This is what they did with the New 52 as well. I think
yeah, they rushed it like 5 years. And
5
stuff.
years, like literally,
Yeah.
it all happened. They should do like what they should do as well is they should do like kind of overlap. They should make it so it also solves the issue, right? Especially with live action, the big issue with Robin is like, how do you justify them bringing in and how like James Gunn in the heads now justify bringing in a teenager fighting in Gotham. What you should do is you make it so he meets them and he adopts them at like 11, 12, and then he trains them for a few years and they don't come out and actually fight as Robin until they're like 14, 15.
Yeah, they should start like the training of like
so
Robin.
Like the relationship's still there for the time.
Exactly.
But the actual him fighting out as Robin and stuff isn't until they're like a little older. And it also means you can like save some time by like maybe make it so Jason, you know how like Jason has that thing where like initially he puts him in that like home with the granny and then like it turns out she's like running a criminal front.
Yeah.
Like you can make that happen while Dick Grayson's still with Batman.
Exactly,
and then so like there's some overlap to kind of constrain time. But I don't know, it takes a lot of thought and I just don't think they care.
Exactly. It's just with like so like you heard like there was like a few months ago there was this guy named Dan Lin who was going to be the runner-up.
And he said no, didn't he?
Yeah, and like and like he seemed to be like he did like of course like work on like some of the It movies, the Lego movie, and he was actually going to work on that Justice League movie made by George Miller, like and yeah, so like yeah, that would have been really cool. Like
I don't know anything about him, which is more exciting.
Yeah,
he
seems like a big fan of Justice League. Also, did you know that George Miller lives in like Camp Cove?
What? Wait,
like,
I think I've heard that name, but I'm not sure.
George Miller, yeah. He's made like Mad Max and stuff.
Yeah, it rings a bell.
Yeah, he lives in Camp Cove. Like we like ask him, he's like, "Oh, yo, what's the fuck?" I mean, the script's online, but like, yo, what was the movie gonna be about? Was it gonna be good? I'm like, it was gonna have like Armie Hammer as Batman, so yeah.
Who was the villain?
Oh no, as Batman, like, cause
no, who was the villain?
Oh, who's the I think it was Talia al Ghul and
against the Justice League.
Oh, and Maxwell Lord as well. So like,
I guess that's better.
I think it would have been And the Flash was gonna die in the movie, in like the first movie. So I'm like, okay, I'm glad that didn't happen.
Well, you're gonna have to kill off.
You gotta kill off someone.
You gotta kill Barry at some point.
Yeah,
because at some point we got to get a Return of Barry Allen movie.
Yeah,
like I would love that. Just like the Eobard Thawne just completely tarnishing his legacy.
Yeah.
Like it's a good also introduction for like Wally West rising up. Like
you gotta have them. Wally West was meant to be in the movie. Like he was actually gonna take up the mantle like after he dies, which I'm like, okay, that's a bit rushed, but okay, I'll allow it.
I mean, it's interesting now that we got.
Oh, and also Batman was gonna kill Maxwell Lord by snapping his neck. So.
I swear, what is it like? Every Batman kills. Why
every Batman kills. Yep, freaking Batfleck gets the hate. I'm like,
yeah,
fucking relax.
The first Batman that's been vehemently against it was Pattinson, and that's only because.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, Benson, like. Benson.
No, but like he made a big deal about it in this movie.
Yeah, he did, but like he's still like freaking.
But that was also
car
just
chase.
Like. Oh yeah, that car chase.
The car chase. I'm sorry, no one survived that. I'm like, I know like he was chasing Penguin and shit, but like he could have done that any other time. Like chasing Penguin, like he knows where he lives and stuff. It's not like he's got powers or anything, but like yeah, and that time like and in like the battle where he fights the army of Redditors. Yeah, I call them Redditors. I'm sorry, that's what they are because like. I'm sorry. I only got like, where is it? Oh, wait, here it is. I'm sorry. When he says, "I have sources that Kathleen Kennedy is out," I'm sorry. Those were the vibes I was getting. I'm like, dude, that's fucking relaxing.
I mean, it wasn't the only time in the past year that a comic book project had Redditors as the main villain. She-Hulk.
Oh, She-Hulk. All right.
Intelligentsia was a subreddit. Yeah, it was literally just Redditors, and it was quite something.
Yeah, and like, so yeah, this would have been like I think Dan Lin would have been like a good choice for like, because like he seemed interested, and there was a video of him being interviewed, like talking about it, and like he brought up like, and you know, like he kind of mocked some Snyder fans, but I think it was like satire, so I don't really give a shit, but like. Yeah, I think he would have been a good choice for that. He would have been way better than Hamada. Like, I don't know what James got. Yeah, definitely. Fuck that dude. But like he would have been like a good choice for. I think he looked, and he's got his own film company. I don't know what it's called, but Yeah, he would have been good at that. You've also got like there have been what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, like because David Zaslav is like he's a business. He canceled Batgirl. Of course. Did you know he actually asked Kevin Feige to run DC?
Yeah, no,
I'm like,
I did. I
I'm
mean,
like he's probably laughing his ass off. Like what? No, you just canceled a fucking movie. I ain't doing that.
he's
But,
probably
like,
just like, I may as well. What do I have to
I'm
lose?
like, what have
May
I
as well
got
ask
to
him.
lose? And like they're trying to find their own Kevin Feige, but like I'm sorry, you can't find your own. I mean, you just cannot find your own Kevin Feige. Like
You can't find one. You have to. I think
yeah,
Kevin Feige
yeah,
is
it's
the
not
kind of
like
guy who has to come to you. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like
exactly.
someone has like
Cause,
what they should have done is they should have opened it up and been like, I mean, they kind of did saying we're looking for, but they should have been like sort of like come to us with your ideas, like
yeah,
for a universe, and then like have all these big names.
yeah,
Like,
big names.
because like it's better to have someone who's like a slightly smaller name, maybe not as good at the stuff, has
Yeah,
this really fleshed out idea for what to do, than someone
mm,
who's really good but is like probably going to get bored of it after a few years because they don't care that
yeah,
much. So
yeah.
like
And
they
like,
should have opened it up like that.
and clearly, like, cause like Kevin Feige worked on the X-Men films. He was tutored under Richard Donner, like along with Jeff
And he
Johns.
was
Why
there.
did you say that name?
Yeah, he
I actually
was
like
there.
his comics.
Yeah, he's a great writer. I can't take away anything from that. But like Jeff
Yeah, no.
Jones,
Wonder Woman 2 was a bit.
Wonder Woman 2, get the fuck out of here with that. And also the shit with Ray Fisher. But sorry, that's not even a child she's holding. That's a
That's a
massive.
dope score there. The
That's
Hans
a
Zimmer
dope-
scare. The Hans Zimmer score for that bit was dope for the open road score.
Yeah.
Yeah, that movie. Was,
I'm sorry, that just fits. It's almost like that is the scene for the movie.
I mean, there were like I didn't like there were bits and parts I liked.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Cheetah was pretty awful. The
Oh
whole
yeah,
the
like
whole
when I
way
first saw the movie, I was like, "Let's go!" And then
yeah, like as I left the theater, I was like,
I was
oh.
like, "What the fuck did I just watch?" This is
And the stuff they did with Steve Trevor, like inhabiting that guy's body, and it was just like, yikes.
yeah, Wonder Woman. You got a lot of questions to answer. For
Yeah, that was, but
yeah.
you know, the movie's rotted a bit in time.
Yeah, it's like fucking. Yeah, and then like afterwards, like Patty Jenkins came out and said, "Oh, fucking movies that are on streaming aren't real movies." I'm like, how do you say that right after your movie just came out? Like, I'm sorry, I'm just so surprised how like the first Wonder Woman movie and '84 are just so different, like in tone as well.
Didn't
Like
Snyder co-write the first one?
yeah, he did. Like, but like, and actually, Snyder's stunt team like actually tried to help out in the second one, but they couldn't. Like, I mean, there wasn't much to say. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm sorry, that movie's trash. It's like it contradicts a lot of shit. Like they say, like this was the greatest warrior of all time of the Amazons. But,
Yeah, no, like in BVS, it's like this whole investigation, like where Batman's like,
yeah,
who's this
I'm
mysterious
like,
woman?
remember
Maybe
that
she's
time
the one that prevented nukes from hitting.
Yeah, I'm like, how the fuck does no one mention that? And like, and the fact that she and like in the beginning of '84, like she's in that tournament and stuff. I'm like, yeah, that does not fit in. Like, as in like, I thought your mother didn't want you to be a fighter at that age. So, yeah, I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, the continuity's dead, which is why I'm sort of team reboot. But it is what it is, you know.
Yeah, like if they reboot it, I'm like, I understand, but like, at this point, like people like
what would
Jason
your
Momoa
ideal
as
be?
Aquaman. Oh, my ideal would be like they gotta embrace what they have so far. Like they've got Henry Cavill back, good. And if they can't, and they have like if they have the Justice League, like if they make a Justice League movie, get someone like. Even if Zach can't direct it, of course I'd love to see him come back. But like that, I don't know if that is going to happen. But like, get him to oversee it. Like, and since Hamada is gone, get that clown out of here. Look, we can have Ray Fisher back as Cyborg. We can Jason Momoa and Gal Gadot are clearly going to come back. And
yeah,
about Ezra Miller, I don't know.
The least controversial one.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like if they get recast, I feel like that will be like the one where they get the least backlash because
Oh no, like it'd be way more backlash if they didn't recast him.
oh yeah, definitely
them. Sorry.
and like same with Amber Heard. Like I mean, look, I'm not really on her side nor on Johnny Depp's. Like, but like
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm a big
that's
believer
their
that
own
they're not
shit.
innocent,
I
but
don't really give a shit about it. But like, and yeah, like she's gonna be an Aquaman too. Like I don't care what anyone says. Like she might get like I don't know. That depends. But still, like yeah, like they can make a Justice League movie. Like and James Gunn and David Ayer are friends, so they could release the Ayer cut. Like there's not that much editing. Well, there is a bit of
I
a
wouldn't.
little bit
That's
of
the thing. Like
editing.
I said, I really liked the team of villains in that movie. So
Yeah,
if
that
the
was a good
haircut's
team.
good, I'd love to watch it.
Yeah, I'd like to watch it too. Like it'd be really good to see it. Like because like there's a lot of like differences in the movie. Like El Diablo survives. Like the Joker and Harley aren't in like they actually like have a bad relationship in the movie. Like there's none of
I
that weird shit.
forgot about that Joker.
Yeah.
Oh god,
It's like
yeah.
because like the whole like and like the scene with like Affleck and
Damaged.
Batfleck and Amanda Waller, like they're talking, like, and he doesn't say me and my friends will come get you. I feel like that was a Jeff Jones edition because like you don't know who the Justice League are yet. You haven't even formed them. So
Yeah.
yeah, that was definitely like a
Just
Jeff
him and
Jones
Alfred.
thing. Yeah, it's just well, I mean, he knows who Diana is, but like, yeah, they're not really that close yet. So yeah. But like yeah, like there's got and with Wonder Woman 3, like I know there's like a script being planned and shit. Like
Cersei,
obviously
apparently, isn't it?
Sis is it really? Oh, I thought it was
That's a
gonna,
rumor.
I thought they were gonna have Steve Trevor. You know, you can't ever
Steve Trevor.
yeah, he's gonna come back again. I'm
Now
like,
he's gonna inhabit
fuck.
Batman.
Did Steve Trevor tell you that? That was in like Justice League. I'm like,
Oh
dude,
yeah,
I'm
I
like,
actually walked out of that film, so I didn't see that.
oh,
bit.
oh, did you? Fuck, I wish I did. I'm like, fuck, this movie's trash.
I was just bored. Like it wasn't
Yeah.
even for any other reason than I was bored. And then yeah, obviously I saw
Yeah,
Zack
like-
Snyder's and was like, wow.
Oh yeah, Zack
Actually
Snyder's
good.
Justice League is freaking tremendous. Yeah, it's like really good, but like but like if they the Batfleck film, I don't know if that will happen. Like, of course, I want that to happen. I feel like it could, but like I don't know about it. But like what else did they do? The Green Lantern. When the they're working
I
on a
think they
Green Lantern
reorganized it.
show.
So
Yeah,
it was originally canned, and they reorganized it into a John Stewart.
Yeah, like, and I hope they get the actor who like played him or like
Oh yeah,
who was
the
gonna be in
cameo.
the Snyder Cut.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Wayne T. Carr, like because like people are saying, "Oh, he's just a fucking stand-in." I'm like, no, that's first of all,
Like
that's
they
just
obviously planned to cast him as well.
yeah, like Zach Carr, like he's like Zach, like nobody knew who like when the Justice League were first cast. Like I mean, yeah, people knew who Ben Affleck was. Like yeah, people didn't really know who Henry Cavill was. Like I mean, people
Yeah, no.
knew who Gal Gadot was, like from the Fast and Furious movies, and people know who Jason Momoa was from
Game of Thrones.
yeah,
Right?
Game of Thrones. Yeah, I was about to say fucking Lord of the Rings, but I don't think he was in that. And but yeah, the others, like, I don't think anyone knew who Ray or Ezra Miller were. But yeah, so like obviously, if he was cast by Zach, then must have been a reason. So besides, I like yeah, and maybe like a rumor was Zach was trying to get Ryan Reynolds to come back, and I'm like, okay, that's gonna be interesting. I actually don't mind the Green Lantern movie.
Yeah, like I have issues with it. Like,
Yeah, it's got its issues, of course, but like it's not my ideal Green Lantern movie, but it's not as terrible as people have made it out to be. It's gonna be a masterpiece. Like people are gonna say it's a masterpiece.
It's fairly serviceable. I
yeah,
mean,
it's got its yeah, it's got some dumbass moments like the
I
mask.
think Sinestro should have been a more.
Oh
like,
yeah, definitely. He was, dude. That was great casting with Mark Strong as Sinestro. That was fucking.
And like he should have like I feel like they kind of like I like Kilowog being the mentor, but like I feel like they didn't really build up that like Sinestro was just kind of like evil by the end of it. They didn't do the whole thing where like
Yeah, like that was a post-credit scene. I'm like, yeah. Oh wait, no sequel.
they didn't
So like
go to the what's this planet called again? I forget.
Korriga or
Yeah.
Quad? Yeah. I wish they and like
Where they
you
go
had
there and they see you suppressing them and like, oh, what are you doing?
you had Abin Sur like played by like Tamara Morrison, so he was gonna be like, I'm gonna rule with respect. So it was something like that. Like,
Oh yeah, but man, there's so much Green because Green
yeah, he was
Lantern
in,
like reading the comics like because there's always like when the new issue there's like 5 going at once. So like I
yeah,
felt like
it
I was
like,
reading 25.
and that wasn't, and that was the only one of the only titles that wasn't even rebooted. Like, well, like it stayed the same continuity as like so. Like Blackest Night still happened, which is
in the 5
which
years,
doesn't-
of course.
Yeah, that makes no fucking sense. I'm like, it's just so stupid. Like, but yeah, like Green Lantern, like the movie is all right. Like, I think like and
I
yeah,
don't
so
think
like
Ryan likes the role though.
yeah, I mean he does talk about it a lot.
Yeah, but in a pretty self-deprecating.
Oh yeah, and Taika
way.
Waititi's in the movie, so
Taika Waititi's in it.
yeah, he's like he's like his friend and shit. Like he's like, ooh, show me the ring.
Yeah, he
That's
is,
him.
he is.
I'm like, I was like, like a few years ago, I did not know that. I'm like, oh shit, that's him.
My respect for Taika Waititi kind of plummeted after
Bruh.
Thor.
Thor: Love and Thunder. I didn't even watch that. I'm like, I saw the trailers. I'm like, this shit is so stupid. Like, you can only go this stupid. I'm like, look, I don't mind stuff when it's not taken too seriously, but like when it's something like that, I'm like,
Yeah, no, like the way they did Zeus was kind of just.
Yeah, I like I didn't even see the movie, and I just know it's not even that good. Like I've heard so many people I've heard complaints about the goats. I've heard complaints about like the fucking CGI in the movie, like, and I've seen images. Like it looks freaking terrible. Like screaming
As someone
goats.
who
I'm like,
watched Smallville and the entire Arrowverse, I'm pretty numb to CGI.
yeah, I like the CG, like yeah, the CW. Like when it first started, you had Arrow. That was great. That the first 3 seasons. Actually, half of season 3 was alright, but like the first 2 seasons of Arrow were great. Like
Yeah,
that was peak DC television at the time. Because after that was before that was Smallville, and then the CW was like, yo, let's bring in the Flash. I'm like, okay, yeah, let's
they
do
should have
that.
done. They should have done with the Smallville model, where the Flash becomes like a guest star occasionally,
Yeah,
rather than giving him a own show.
I think that was the plan. Like, if the Flash show wasn't like successful, like I think that's what they would have gone with.
But yeah, the idea of like them making a show for like every character. Now,
yeah, like
I
with
have a soft spot for
Batwoman, I'm like,
I have a soft spot for Legends. That was like not really as a DC show, but as a time travel show, it's just a lot of fun.
yeah, I never like got into that show. I'm like, okay, some shit's a bit goofy.
It is, but it was goofy and fun. That's what I say. It's like not really a great DC show, but it's a time travel show.
Yeah, like and then like they introduce so many superpowers, even though they've got barely a budget. So I'm like, how are you gonna do that? I'm like, yeah, like when they introduced Supergirl, I was like, how are they gonna do that?
Supergirl, and the thing, I really like Supergirl as a character.
Yeah, Supergirl was all right at first. Like
they literally made her a stand-in. They made her a stand-in for Superman. Like Supergirl's character is like honestly
she's meant to be so different. Like she's meant
her whole
to be
thing is like instead of being sent as a baby, she was sent as 17 or 15.
Well, yeah, it's what.
So like, so she's like got all the trauma of like literally everyone she knows dying, and like there's such an interesting thing you can do with that. But in the show, they made it so she was like 6, so she was basically just Superman.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wasn't like I season 4. Actually, what I will say, season 4 of Supergirl was really good. It was like it went like this. This is how the show went. It went like the rest of it was fine, serviceable. Season 4 was actually really good. Like it was. Like it had like this build up to Lex Luthor's man. It was pretty much a Superman show.
Oh yeah, that was like with like that's when they introduced Lex Luthor all the time. Yeah,
it was real. Like they did him super well. Like it was an anomalous. Like it was actually very well written, and it had this like super good like nuanced take on like how people would respond to aliens and like how like people would initially be okay, but eventually it was like I don't know. Like I don't want to go over about it, but like it was a good season of Supergirl. It was a weird season.
Did you watch Batwoman?
Yeah, I watched all 3 seasons.
I only saw the first season, and when it was announced that Ruby Rose like left, like, and we know like afterwards, like we know why, like she left, like because of fucking, shitheads
Yeah.
at WB. Like, yeah, I was like, okay, I'm not really into the show anymore, and like they didn't even recast her; they just made a new character.
That's the thing, right? Is like Kate Kane is already like when it comes to the Bat family, she's already one of them like the ones I'm less interested in, just because she's more like new, the character's newer and it's like less integrated with the others. And
Mm,
so when you're already taking that, so you're already kind of pushing it with my interest. And then you make a new character who's not even
yeah,
from
it's
the
like,
comics at all. It's just like I think Javisa Leslie did a good job as this new character, but it's just like it was hard to pick. Like I watched all 3 seasons, and I
mm,
honestly think season 3 was probably the best season out of the
yeah.
three. But it's just like it really struggled to pique my interest because I was just like, this is so loosely based on bat-related things.
Yeah, that's the thing. They want to make Batman shows without Batman. That's like Titans, like that's basically a
Oh,
Batman
that's just
show.
that's Warner Bros. It's
Oh
also
yeah,
my Smallville. Like I
yeah,
really enjoyed Smallville, but the no flights, no tights rule with Superman was driving me insane.
yeah. They kept introducing his villains and shit. Same with Gotham. Like I know they introduced so many villains, like before he becomes Batman. Like they got the Joker, who's not really the Joker because of stupid
But
ass reasons.
but
But
like
like,
because in Smallville, like Superman wasn't even allowed to fly.
oh
But
really?
so when they introduced Supergirl, she was flying, and like there
What?
was literally no explanation for why he
Supergirl
wasn't.
was in the show. What? That's not even
There was
meant
no,
to.
there was no reason. No, it basically just became a Superman show, but they weren't
Yeah,
allowed to do it. So like he was literally like last season, Darkseid is the villain.
Darkseid. You kidding me? He was
Okay,
just. Oh
so
yeah, he was in the movie. Yeah,
manage
yeah. Oh
expectations.
yeah.
Like he was very minimally in it. But
That
like
is
my point
just.
is like they go through it all, and he's not allowed to fly or wear the suit, and
That's
so it's a bit
just
frustrating.
so stupid. That is just so. Where I'm. Why? Okay, I haven't even
WB.
seen the show, but like, I gotta. And
It's
then
actually pretty
like,
good.
yeah, I'm sure it's pretty good. Like the intro for the song, like the song intro, I'm like, yeah, that is pretty fire. I might give that a show. But like other shows they made, like Swamp Thing. Did you watch Swamp Thing? I only saw like
No,
the first
I'm
episode.
so I have it. Like, here's the thing: Justice League Dark is my favorite property. Like
Oh yeah,
Shadow's
it's
Back.
pretty. Oh yeah, it's fire.
I like all those like John Constantine, Zatanna, are like two of my favorite characters.
Yeah.
All like those. And so I was gonna watch it, but when I saw it got cancelled after a season, I couldn't bring myself to watch it because it was too depressing.
Yeah.
Like, because that was meant to set up a Justice League Dark like kind of universe. Like the Phantom Stranger was in it for an episode as well.
Yeah,
Apparently,
I heard,
like
and like Madam Xanadu was in.
it
Um,
legit like broke my heart just seeing that apparently got cancelled after one season.
because they're never going to use Batman in television,
And
even
yeah,
though
and
it's going to
that's the
be.
thing, Arkham Game. It's like
Yeah,
why? Batman doesn't need the budget of all these characters like Superman. Batman is perfect for television.
yeah, he is perfect
Like
for.
he's
It's like
perfect for like,
they could literally make a Daredevil type show, like of Batman. Like that, I think it could be easy.
he
Like,
has so many villains that you could have like
yeah,
2 to 3 episode arcs of this villain's plan, and he has so many characters like Robins you need to flesh out over time. Like Batman doesn't need to have movies. Like I love Batman movies, don't get me wrong.
yeah,
But like someone like Superman, it's hard to do in a TV show because the budget,
yeah,
like
because
he
he
needs to do all
freaking
this.
flies. It's just,
Batman's just a guy with gadgets. Like he perfectly fits the kind of format of a TV
yeah,
show, and that's really why I think they should do that. But
yeah, and like you can have easy stuff like with the Riddler and stuff. And, yeah, that's not even.
Snoop Dogg
That's
is
a,
the. Oh no, so that's Anthony
that's
Mackie.
that's Anthony
Oh,
Mackie.
that's so bad. That's so bad.
Bro, you're gonna get canceled. No, but
Yeah.
yeah, that's Anthony Mackie. That's it. Bro, I'm sorry. He looks like it looks like he wants to tell you something, but he just won't. I'm sorry. That's what Anthony Mackie is. Uh, on the Senate. Yeah, sorry. I don't think I trust them. I don't think I trust enough for
Oh
for them
yeah,
to do
no, that's a
that.
different
Oh yeah,
story.
yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, that's different. Like, I mean, yeah, they could, but like, how will they do it? I don't know. That's
Yeah, no,
that's pretty
they'd have
crazy.
to, and that's the thing with TV shows nowadays is they never have full plans. They're just like, yeah, we'll keep going until literally everyone's begging for us to stop. Like they
Yeah,
will they'll either cancel it, like they'll just keep going until they cancel it at some random arbitrary point. Like they'd
yeah,
never have a plan for a TV show. So I do get what you mean. It's
yeah.
hard to
Exactly.
trust them with TV shows.
Oh, that's not it. But I'm sorry. Yeah. So like, fuck. Yeah, we keep moving to topics and topics. Fuck. Oh yeah, did you see the trailer for Gotham Knights? Like not the video game, the show. There's a show.
Well, that's actually a good transition. We can go from that into the game as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, the show. Well, it has my favorite character from the comics, Turner. So that's what I'm most excited about.
Who's that?
Exactly. He's the son of Batman.
What?
I'm guessing it was WB saying you're not allowed to use any of the Robins, but the main character is a person called like Turner Hayes, and he's not like a Robin. He's just like an adopted son of Batman. I don't know.
That's my reaction. What are you doing? Who?
Legit though.
That show should never been made. I'm sorry. That show looks trash.
And it's annoying.
It
like
just
Stephanie
looks so
Brown,
good.
I'm happy is getting some love, and Stephanie
she's in the
Brown. I don't care much for Carrie Kelly.
She's in the show.
Yeah, she's like the Robin of the show.
Oh, okay.
And they're doing Duella Dent, who's
yeah, like Harvey Dent.
Joker's. I think she's like, it's so weird, right? She's Joker's
Oh
daughter.
yeah, Joker's. Yeah, the Joker's daughter.
But Duella, as in like 2, and Dent.
Yeah, she's in
like
the new 52 and shit.
Yeah, but so literally the only character I really care about from that is Stephanie Brown, and actually Misha Collins as Harvey Dent could be cool.
Oh yeah.
He looks. But yeah, no, I mean that shows DOA, Dead on Arrival. In case,
oh my god,
people know the acronym.
What is this? Oh my god, I'm looking at some photos of like the characters. I'm like,
honestly, if they just didn't do the Turner Hayes thing. Oh, and it also has Harper Row, who I actually do like from the comics.
Yeah, I like Harper Row. Yeah, she's pretty good. Good in Young. What the fuck?
I do like the kind of like electrician. Like,
yeah, I think that's pretty
like
cool.
the electricity. That's pretty cool. Yeah. So I'd say Harper Row and Stephanie Brown, but I don't think they'll do the characters well. I think.
Yeah,
like,
I definitely don't think so.
My faith in the CW has plummeted.
Bro, it's just. I don't know. It's just so. I just found this on Twitter. Wait, where is it? Wait, it's of what's it called? The Batman mask.
Oh, the mask, bro! It looks like a $10 cosplay. Yeah.
What is what?
What
is
like,
that?
Is it even like what? That's so high up.
That's
like, yeah. It doesn't have the side bits. Like,
this is 3D. This is 3D printed. Like you can tell because like no, I'm not against 3D. Wait, that's the Pattinson cow, but blue. Like you can see like the stitches. What the fuck? They couldn't even think of their own design. Yeah, I agree with this shit. They couldn't even think of their own. What the?
Do we
this
know
show
how
should.
They're gonna cancel it instantly. But
oh, damn! If that show gets another season,
well,
what the fuck?
CW, I think, is closing. I think they're ending it. Like everything.
Honestly, I don't care if they do. Like, I mean, I know they're CW fans, but like, yeah,
I just want
CW...
DC TV. I just want it to move somewhere else. I don't want it to end though. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, there was this DC Universe app which did not last long. Like, they only had, and it wasn't even available here. Like, so I'm like,
we never get anything.
I mean, we have like, we don't have HBO Max. We got Binge.
Yeah, we just go like you legit just have to like go like, what's it on, and then like just have to like surf all the streaming services to find where something's on. Binge does have most of it, yeah. Anyway,
I think you should be more transparent with Gotham Knights. I think they should change the name to not confuse.
Oh no,
didn't they? Yeah, they had to state that like yeah, we're gonna talk about it again. Like, I think Gotham Knights, the video game on Twitter, like had to like address that fact that like, we're not related to this show.
I reckon the TV show like changed the name to that. I reckon it was gonna be sort of something.
Yeah,
else,
they thought they saw the trailer for the game and they were like, "Yo, we gotta make a show about this. We gotta have Batman, except we can't have Batman. Let's use his sidekicks who aren't actually his sidekicks." I'm like, what the fuck? This is so stupid.
This is bullshit.
As well from it is that like it's also like the rejects. Like if you have Gotham Knights where it's got the 4 main, and then like the game, has the 4 main, and then the TV shows is like, we'll take the scraps. I guess.
Like who the fuck are these guys? Turner Hayes. That's my favorite character.
My favorite character from DC Comics.
I'm sorry that he's gonna have the biggest fandom ever. I'm sorry. Oh, fuck.
From the 6 episodes that they get out before it's cancelled.
Helicopter.
Oh man, I love those videos.
Yeah, I know. You see, like Batman, like making his impressions. I'm Batman. Something like that.
It's him practicing his voices. Yeah, and he's like doing the
It's so
sonar.
me. That's the John Malkovich one. I am better. I am Batman. It's so good, dude. That shit is funny as fuck. Like you don't get shit like that these days. Like it's just don't get me started with people complaining about the game. It's not an Arkham game. Oh yeah. Oh no. Oh yeah, it's not an Arkham game. It's still good though. Like it's like yeah, like of course, like the game is pretty good. Like I completed.
I
The game
enjoyed the
yesterday.
game, and I'm about to finish the New Game Plus. I'm just platinuming it because I
New Game Plus. Oh, they got New Game Plus.
I platinum all DC games just as sort of like a collector's thing. But
Yeah.
like I enjoy it. I just think the further you get through it, the whole like live service nature of it kind of hurts the story. Because like
Yeah.
at the start, it's like the linear bits of it kind of work more. And I'd say my number one complaint, and like this isn't really a complaint because this is like more of what I wanted personally. So this isn't against the game. Is I wanted it to be more like all the characters together. Like it
Yeah,
felt
like
more, it felt more like you're playing as one character, and like you can
Yeah.
switch, but like
Yeah, you can
it's
switch,
that
that's cool,
character's
but, like,
experience.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
But I just wish like you can have like options to have like other characters play, like, and they can be well, not NPCs, but like
yeah,
AI. Yeah, AI. Like, and yeah, this multiplayer. I've not played that one yet, but like, yeah, there's a multiplayer, and yeah, I think I would have like preferred an option for AI because it's like, I'm sorry, I wish they had more villains. Like, I know there's like the Court of Owls, the League of Assassins, which
They're
I
probably
think that's
saving that
cool.
for DLC. I'd assume.
Yeah, if
Like I reckon we'll get like Scarecrow, and then there'll be like a pack. I mean, depending, because I'm like, how's the game doing financially? Because I know critically it's not doing well.
I don't know how it's doing financially, but like I don't know. Like, I just wish there was more villains. Like because there's Harley Quinn. Like yeah, she's in it. There's Clayface, who I'm sorry, he look. I mean, he looks so disturbing. I mean, I know that's what Clayface is. He looks so freaking wet.
And
Sorry,
that's the thing. Like he's so wet that like when you punch him out, you're like, why does that knock him out? Like why is that damaging him? Like why am I dealing damage if I'm punching a wet thing? Like isn't it just kind of like he's just flop? I don't know.
Mr. Freeze, I'm like, okay, the boss battle like gets Mr. Freeze. I'm like, this is stupid. Like, why the fuck why is he in this goddamn? Yeah, it's Freeze.
Like,
I mean, it's fun, but like, yeah, Man Bat is in it. Thankful, holy fuck, the Arkham game, like Arkham Knight with Man Bat. Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
Arkham Knight. That's the thing. Like, Arkham Knight has the opposite problem to this one, where it tried to put too many villains in it.
Yeah, like, bro, when you the jump scare in Arkham Knight, fucking hell, that. I played it like the game many times, and it gets me every time. Like in the game, in this game, yeah, Man Bat, and like there's this I played Arkham Knight on Halloween, like on the day of Halloween, and like, and somehow Man Bat fucking appeared, even though I completed the game. But then I found out, oh, there's this hidden detail, like it's on Halloween, like if like he actually breaks out of prison on Halloween, which is, I think that's a cool detail that they put in.
Oh, it's a cool little like live.
And then like when you go to Man Bat's laboratory, like I know like the laboratory is still fucked up, but like it's like there's a mirror that's written with, I think, blood that says "Forever, my love," and I'm like, so did what happened? Did his wife turn into? Yeah, and his wife's body is gone. So I'm like, what happened?
I mean, they're probably trying to set something up.
Yeah,
I mean, Gotham Knight's really like, as much as like it isn't an Arkham game, it does feel like it did.
I feel like it was always meant. I feel like that was the idea of like trying to get that, because like there has been some concept of what that fifth Arkham game would have been like, and I think it would.
Who did you main? Who did you main?
I mained Robin most of the time. How about you?
Really? That's the one I played the least. I don't not like Tim Drake. I'm not like, because like I said, I started with the New 52. So
Oh, yeah.
and so Tim Drake in New 52 is just Titans, and that Titans run sucks.
Oh, that Titans run is trash. Get out of here.
Right. So like,
yeah,
when it comes to like personal connection to, that's a dope suit.
Yeah, no, right.
He has a dope suit. That's why.
Yeah, he does. He's got wings and shit, like Falcon.
Yeah, he does have a dope suit.
Yeah,
but
cool.
when it comes to like the core four, I'd say he's probably the one I'm least interested in, which is why I mained him. But I was kind of alternating between the other three, and then
I was alternating. Like I was doing like mission after like I was like changing like throughout. So like,
but I ended up kind of maining Red Hood.
Yeah, he's pretty good. Yeah, I like play like and fucking. I mostly mained like as Robin. I mostly like chose like the Night Watch suit, which is a fire ass suit.
Oh yeah, the Night Watch suits were so good.
And
the Night
it
looks
so cool.
It looked a little Dick Grayson-y though. I felt.
No,
like,
it looked a lot like fucking Timothy Chalamet, like the hair and shit. I'm like, the fuck. But like,
Nightwing's Night Watch had like a weird haircut.
Yeah, I didn't mind that. I didn't like the blue on Nightwing's Night Watch. Like it was like I'm not a big. I like the turquoise aqua blue, but
Batgirl is some of the dopest suits as well. I really like the black and gold. Like it's such a good color pairing.
Bro, it's a great suit, and like fucking what else? Red Hood in the game. I'm sorry, he when he's
I didn't like him out of suit. Yeah, out of the costume.
What is he? Fucking Hawk from Titans? He looks like that guy from Titans.
He's so jacked as well. It's like what? Like why is he so big? Like because I don't know. And the voice actor was good though. Like
I didn't mind it
because like when he was in suit, it was like yeah, that's like a good Red Hood.
But like I'm mostly like I got way too many Raphael from Ninja Turtle vibes from him. And like they are very similar, but like with
the game is very Ninja Turtle-y.
Yeah, like 4 players, like 4 colors. I could see the comparison.
And how spoilery are we getting?
We're getting I don't give a shit. Wait, I will be back 1 sec. Hold on, I just gotta like fucking. I'll be back 1 sec. Wait, hold on.
Oh gee, I wonder what people do by themselves to service the time in situations like these. I guess I can show you my stuff. All right. I have the collection of of the Tomorrowverse films, which was I can do a little mini rating here. The first one, Man of Tomorrow, Superman. Pretty good. Kind of what you'd want from a opening Superman movie. It was a good start to the universe. Did like the inclusion of Lobo, even though he kind of felt a little out of place in a Parasite film, but is what it is. Long Halloween did drag a little bit, but overall it was fun, and it was a good way to introduce a lot of like the villains at once in one big opening Batman story. Justice Society. Like I really like this movie. My one nitpick is that they kind of wasted Brainiac by just kind of having him there, like fighting Superman on the side. I don't know why they felt the need to do that. Like, when he's literally one of the biggest possible villains that can be. So that was, I felt, a kind of a waste. But in terms of the JSA stuff, that was pretty cool. And then there was this one, which was a big disappointment because they decided to just randomly skip like 15 years. So yeah, that's my short review. I think I heard Axel coming back.
The Techno-Union Army is at your disposal, Count.
All right, so thank you, Techno Union. So like, what were we talking? We're talking about Gotham Knights. I just feel like I liked the characters like in the movie game. Like, I just feel like there should have been more characters. Like, I'm happy we got those characters, of course, but yeah.
Like, talking about more characters, the emails were cool.
Like the email references, like, and shit. Like, there's fucking Bart Allen, Superboy. Like, I think there's a picture of Superboy. Like, there is.
It's on the...
Yeah, it's on fucking. I was like, is that fucking Superboy? He looks very old. Not too
But I
old, but
did.
like, yeah.
What I will say over this one with compared to Arkham is I did like how it felt much more integrated into the DC world.
Oh yeah,
than
yeah,
just
yeah. It
the
was like,
Batman thing.
yeah,
Like you felt like these like it felt very like the comics. Like it
yeah.
felt
It
like
felt like very. I don't want to say like because like the Arkham games, like it was mostly focused on
on
Batman.
Batman.
Like,
Yeah, it was
yeah,
very Bat centric, which is a good thing because Batman's great. But I did like how this one felt
yeah,
more attached to the broader DC.
yeah. Because like there are references to the Justice League. I think like yeah, Robin uses to teleport like via the Justice League Watchtower, which I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool.
Well, one thing I will criticize about Red Hood, wasn't a huge fan of the mystical stuff. I would
Yeah,
have
I'm like,
rather
what the
they just I would have rather they just did the All Blades. Like that could have been
yeah.
enough for the like if they wanted to go mystical with him, they could have just done the All Blades and that would have been cool.
Yeah, like when I saw a clip of that before the game, it was like a few months ago. I saw a clip of that. I'm like, what the fuck? What? Why is he? What? How does he? Why is he leaping? That's just so stupid. And like with Nightwing, like his Fortnite freaking parachute thingy. I'm
Oh
like,
yeah, it
yeah,
legit looks like a Fortnite
it
glider.
is.
I cringed every
Literally,
time I used it. I was just like, this is so stupid.
it's literally like that is from Fortnite. Like, yeah, it's like,
And like all the other, it's also like weirdly like all the like the way they decide to do it is weird because like with Red Hoods and Batgirls, it's like they all like kind of go down, so you have to like
yeah,
grab
like
them and
with
do
the
it again.
gliding mechanics for Batgirl were a bit for
But-
me. Like,
But with Nightwing, you could just like keep going. Like
yeah,
it was just so like it was kind of like that. Like, why did they make it so much better? Like in terms of movability than the
yes,
others. I feel like there was no reason to.
yeah.
But I did kind of like the idea of like giving them all
Yeah.
movement abilities.
I just wish there was like more characters like it was cool to have like Talia al Ghul and well, League of Assassins and freaking what's it called?
What do you think of the twist
Court
of
of
like
Owls.
kind of making them the main villains? I
The League of Assassins or Court of Owls?
like making the league like because like now the game.
Oh really? Yeah. Oh
Like,
yeah.
League Assassins.
I thought it was like a cool mix. I mean, like
Yeah.
I just felt like the ending for the story was a bit like they brought. Oh yes, by the way, spoilers. Yeah, they brought Bruce Wayne back.
And then kills him.
Get him killed. I'm like, what was the point of that? That was
And that's
like,
that's like the exact moment where I wish they were all together. Like
yeah.
to see
At least
like
have,
the
like,
ending
one of them, like just. I'm sorry. That's just.
because the ending is like them by themselves, and then it's like them like doing the monologue. But like
Yeah.
it's like you don't get a unifying ending with like
Yeah.
you kind of get them like watching that video of like
Yeah, watching that video. Fucking.
but like they don't really speak. It's like you don't get like a unifying ending of them coming together and being like, "Wow, prologue."
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
epilogue,
just.
epilogue. I mean epilogue.
What
And so
do you
it's just
think of
kind of
the? What did you think of the Batman suit like that he used in the game? I thought the suit was alright. I just don't
again
like the fucking
white eyes. The
lines.
white eyes love is
Yeah,
there.
the white eyes look pretty cool. I thought his head looked a bit too fucking skinny.
How
some
dope is that
cases.
opening sequence? I was
Oh,
like,
that was freaking dope. I saw that scene online because like we all knew Batman was gonna die and like because the reveal trailer. I saw that scene online, so I skipped that cutscene. But like I saw it online. I was like,
I
this
didn't.
is-
I was surprised by it. It was sick.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, this is a pretty cool fight. Like fight against Ra's al Ghul in the Batcave like that. Fucking awesome.
And I feel I'm really happy they didn't have Ra's al Ghul in that fight because I feel like
Oh, yeah.
he like, in a lot of continuities they're like, oh, Batman beats Ra's al Ghul. Like, yeah, he does, but it's really difficult because like Ra's al Ghul basically did what Batman did, but he had like 1,000 years to do it. So
Yep.
like he's like Batman, but even more trained. So like Batman, only reason he's able to overcome him is because he also has such natural ability because he's Batman, obviously.
Yeah.
So like that's why he can overcome Ra's al Ghul, but like generally like they make it so like he just kind of like wins and it's just like yeah, like this makes more sense, the fact that like he's genuinely like a threat to him, to Batman. Like, yeah, so I really like it was a pretty sick opening scene, and
Yeah.
I just wish the game had a more concrete ending. And again, I think that's going to play into the live service aspect where I think they'll
Oh yeah, yeah. Because like it was that like when the first trailer came out, like it was in 2020. It was the exact same year the Avengers game came out, and like
Yeah.
they said like, oh, Captain America's dead. But spoiler alert, he isn't in the game. But like, and I was like thinking, okay, yeah, they're gonna bring him back, of course, Batman, of course, but like he didn't, and I'm like, oh wow,
Yeah, no,
yeah,
that was also a
that
big
was a
respect.
surprise.
They
Like,
committed to it.
yeah, I'm like, oh, I wasn't surprised when they brought him back, like for that scene, but I was very surprised that they killed him off. I'm like, what the fuck was the point of that shit?
Yeah,
But
like I get the idea of closure, but he gets closure with one of them, and especially if you pick like if you play like with that you play that song with
yeah,
like Barbara, where it's like I like they have like respect for each other, but like in terms of the close relationship, Barbara and Bruce
they better
isn't.
not
Is,
fuck. I swear to God, did
well,
they
yeah,
have to like, what?
that's always an issue, yes, but I
Oh
mean in
yeah, if
general,
Bruce Timm
as you
wrote that, he would have been like,
but in general, it's just like them being like the last ones to see each other before he dies again, like wouldn't really be that satisfying
yeah, I'm
narratively.
like,
Like that's the reason. One of the reason I switched to Jason. So I was originally going to plan to like end the game with Nightwing, because like
oh yeah,
Red
because
Mouse
like,
is
yeah,
sort of
he's
like a
the,
Nightwing story as well as a Batman story. But when they transitioned to League of Assassins, Lazarus Pit, I was like, okay, this is Jason. So that's why I kind of pivoted. So I'm happy. I've seen all the endings, and I think I like Jason's the most.
I haven't
'Cause-
seen the other endings. Like, I gotta do that because like I would have been like, oh, this is my only one chance. But like, since I know that the new game plus is the thing now, but like,
It's a little
I did,
samey, but
oh really?
there's some differences. No, like there's differences. Like there's
Oh,
certain differences.
oh, okay. So yeah, all right. I mean, like, it's not like Batgirl kills Batman, but like,
Well,
that would have been that
there are
would be
different
stupid.
ways at which Batman gets stabbed by Talia.
Oh really? Oh really? Wait, how does how are the other ways that you get stabbed?
Well, he doesn't actually even get stabbed with Nightwing. She like
Oh
just
what?
slashes him a bit, but
Oh,
that's not what kills him anyway. What kills him
that,
is
oh yeah, the
blowing up.
Jed like fucking.
So
I'm
yeah,
sorry,
it's like
that's like Luke Skywalker death. Bad.
yeah,
Like,
just
if I
like
want Batman to go, I want him to go out in a bang. Well, I guess that was a bang, but like,
I mean, he kind of did go out with a bang with the racial.
yeah, 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 he did. I'm
Brought
like,
back
dude,
to life.
and like, I like how they use like the rebirth logo on Batman because I thought that was like really cool in the opening scene. My biggest gripe with the suit is the lines, like the freaking unnecessary details. Like, I'm like, it's a bit unnecessary. But
Yeah, I mean, I think they
yeah,
were kind of trying to like match the because like there was a certain style to all the suits.
oh
And they
yeah,
were
yeah.
trying to because like we'll only have Batman for a bit, so we'll match him
Oh,
sort of
Batman because you
like
can't use them. I just hope in the DLC we just get our favorite character, Turner Hayes. That's just what I hope.
the Turner Hayes DLC.
Who the
All
fuck
four
is
of them
Turner
die.
Hayes? Yeah, all four.
Of
Yeah,
the
all four
characters
of them
die, and
die.
you just play as Turner Hayes. And every time you reset the game now, you can't play as them anymore. It's just Turner Hayes. I mean,
And then
he doesn't even have superpowers. He just like kind of runs around and calls the cops whenever he sees them.
Oh my god, I'm just looking at like photos of like Carrie Kelly isn't a redhead. This oh well, I mean, of course, like you can't use they don't do redheads anymore. They can't do that.
I know, I have no problem with like race swapping with characters.
Yeah,
But
I mean, like,
it's always the
it's always
redhead
redheads. Like
Like,
in Black
what?
Adam, they race swapped like Cyclone, which I'm like, okay. First of all, I never really cared about Cyclone, but like, I didn't really care about that one.
Is
But
it
like with
really?
other characters, I'm like, freaking relax. Wait, what is wrong with redheads?
Wally West, Batgirl.
Bruh. Fucking
I mean,
Electro.
like there's just like and like I said, like it doesn't bug me, but it's just
Yeah,
kind
it
of
doesn't-
funny. It's
yeah.
just like funny. Like
It's
why
like-
specifically all the redhead guys? Also Jimmy Olsen from
Oh yeah.
it's just a funny thing that they do.
Yeah, it is.
I like to like headcanon there's some like weird anti-redhead racism going on in the
Yes.
industry.
That's definitely good.
Just-
That's definitely a thing. Oh my god. It's just duh. I feel like watching the Gotham Knights trailer. Like the I'm sorry, I gotta see it. I didn't even watch the full trailer. I'm like, this is crap.
Really?
Yeah, I only like stopped like midway through. I'm like, what is this crap?
It's very Riverdale-y. It's like Riverdale
I've heard. I'm like
/ CW superhero, and CW superhero already has its own level of cringe. So when you cross that with Riverdale, it's just like it's a little much.
Let's get this up. Let's get this YouTube video up. Let's get this. Let me know if you can hear it.
I think it's a bit.
Can you hear it?
No, I can't.
Oh damn. I think I gotta get some audio. And
In before the DMCA strike.
yeah, I've seen people like react to this trailer, like because Warner Bros. They freaking like I've seen in the past, like they freaking get you like
they're like an 11-year-old who you insult. Like they get so antsy about
yeah,
it.
they're like fucking like it's so stupid. Default audio, no, not built-in. How the fuck, bro? How do I get this thing to built-in microphone? Could you hear that?
I can hear something.
All right. Fuck, how do I get?
Isn't there a present option, or is that what you were just doing?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm just doing that. Audio.
Oh right. Oh yeah. Right. No,
yeah, I was like, what the fuck is this doing? Can you hear that?
I can't see it either.
Oh, right. Oh, wait, yeah. Fuck, I gotta share it too.
You haven't presented it.
Yeah.
Nah.
Man, what the hell's going on? Oh, fuck.
It's the inbuilt DMCA strike. They're like preemptively preventing people from reacting to their content. Maybe they just re-uploaded it with no audio, so people would just assume it didn't work and stop watching the trailer. Like, let's just forget this happened.
Wait, I'll see if this works. Oh, my mic. Yeah, my mic just went. Wait, can you hear this?
Yeah.
There are 30 other rooms.
Yep.
Yeah. Do you hear that?
Yeah. No? And just wait for this opening line because it is very, very Riverdale.
What? Now you're muted. What the hell's going on?
I'm muted? Well, I can hear the thing. I can hear the thing, so.
Yo, you there?
Yes. Hi.
Oh, God. Fucking, what is going on? Right. Built in. Oh, my God. Yeah, this shit looks so stupid. Let's just watch it without volume.
I can speak over. They basically, right now, they're talking about there are 30 rooms. What's the best room to have sex in?
You have that memorized?
I've only watched this like twice. It's just etched into my mind because it's so cringe. It's like, I think that's Carrie.
Is the blonde chick meant to be Stephanie Brown?
Not sure exactly. I remember not even recognizing her in the trailer, and only finding out later that she was like one of the main characters. That's everyone's favorite.
Fiona Hayes, fucking.
I'm guessing, given he's probably having a romantic interest with Stephanie, that he's probably Tim Drake.
That's Harvey Dent.
Yeah,
he's not even Two-Face?
How much does he look like? How am I forgetting his name? But you know the actor who played Gordon in Gotham.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Like when I saw this, I was like, I saw this first. I was like, wait, what is this? Gotham? Like, is this the continuity? And I was like,
so fucking Turner Hayes is the son of Bruce. Wait, he's adopted, and
I don't know if he's adopted or not.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll find out. Which we're not, because I'm not going to watch it. What? That's the bat suit? What the fuck?
Wait.
That is it's a suit.
I forgot that. Wait, so is he really just gonna die to some thug on the street?
What?
Like, do you see how Riverdale it is, though? Like, it's
just
like him going to school and they're being like, so your dad's Batman.
Oh my God, it's even got the Titans blue filter. Oh, it's so ugly. Fucking hell. This is garbage.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's
throwing something. This is dramatic. Fucking what? Well, okay, this is like the news, and like and he's still in like the.
Yeah, he's just standing there, like people are throwing Molotovs, and he's just like, oh yeah,
Who's that character?
that's Carrie,
Oh, that's oh yeah, that's right.
and that's Duella, I think. Wait, is that the Duella or Harper?
What the fuck? Sex with a what the fuck?
Like it's very like like Gen Z like.
Ugh.
Well, one of those is Duella Dent, one of those is Harper. I forget which is which though. Unless there was another.
No, there is another.
There is another.
There is another. It's Ray Skywalker. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, dude, that would be the best twist.
That would be so good.
My
Somehow,
favorite Batman legacy character,
Ray
Ray Batman. Ray
Somehow,
Batman.
Palpatine returned. That's pretty much. That's gonna be the twist.
Dude, Batman comes in and kills them all. It'd be kind of the best TV show of all time. Wait, now wait, which one of those two is Duella Dent? Because they both look like they're kind of. Like,
Yeah, they look the same. I think that's Duella.
I think that is yeah. She's the
Which one's Harper? Wait, what the fuck?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I guess it's probably they probably do say, but
what the? That's Caracalla, no. Yeah. Just tell your fucking name to some fucking kids. Yeah.
When one of them is meant to be, was literally called the Joker's daughter.
Yeah.
Is that the Robin suit, or is that just her dressing up in secret? Because if that's the Robin suit,
I would not be surprised if that's the Robin suit.
Oh, and this scene's so creepy. She's like, he called me his little Robin.
The fuck?
It's just like, why have you managed to make that so creepy? His little Robin, and she's like a teenage girl. Yeah.
What the fuck? Yeah, you don't have a budget. That's what you don't have.
Good old CW. Bat Cave.
Bat Cave. What the?
Yeah, the iconic cowl.
Yeah, they were like, yeah, this was, wait, hold on. this was their reaction.
Oh my god! Wow! Oh my god!
That's how they should everyone to react when they saw that. Like, dude, that is the coolest bat cowl ever. That is,
This is
why,
like,
why would it be in a display case by itself? Like,
yeah, this was their team. This was their team when they made it. That was them. That was them.
It was really big
The
fan.
Techno Union.
What's his name again? I'm naming other characters because I'm forgetting the main character's name.
Wait, which character? Turner Hayes?
Turner Hayes, that's it.
Yeah, he's gonna be a staple. Okay, okay, that thing's pretty cool.
Gotham Knights and some quip.
What the fuck? This shit is garbage. Like, this is my reaction right here to this.
What
Yeah, I mean,
What the fuck?
That is my. This should have never been made in the first place. I'm sorry. Get this out of my sight.
Get the fuck out of my office with that shit.
the thing that confuses me the most is like around the time this got announced, they canceled Batwoman.
Yeah.
It's like, so you have one underperforming show that has Batman dead and another character taking the reign.
Yeah,
and
I'm confused.
You go
Is
from an
this the
already
same continuity?
no, but like you're going from an already unpopular character that didn't exist, like, which was the new Batwoman, and you're just doing it again, even though you cancelled that one because it wasn't successful. Like, what did you think was gonna happen?
Dude, I'm sorry, fucking David Zaslav. If you're watching, please get rid of this shit.
I think CW is its own beast, but like I said, I think the CW is really like it's apparently they're wanting to switch to more like old people soap operas. Like I think they're kind of like because they've cancelled everything now. They cancelled Stargirl. Do you hear that?
Oh yeah, I heard about that. I'm like, I was into Stargirl until like in the middle of season 2. I'm like,
Yeah, like I was
okay,
into it as a
boring.
JSA show, but I felt like they would kind of
Yeah.
too slow to introduce all the JSA members.
Mm.
So maybe that was a little superficial of me, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I just wanted the JSA. But although what I will say is I really like everyone in her like in direct family.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, I like that.
like
I
her
think
little
that's pretty
brother,
cool.
her relationship with Pat was really good.
Yeah, I like that.
I think so. I actually like the show. No, the show's good, and I haven't watched season 3 yet, and I kind of don't feel
yeah.
much motivation to now that I know it's
Yeah, it's good.
cancelled. And I'm a bit worried for Superman and Lois.
I could not get into that show. I don't think like it's nothing against the actors, of course, but like I just couldn't get into it. It's like the story, I just wasn't. Also, the Superman suit.
The Superman suit's got awful, but
it's bad. It looks like it can't even. It looks cosplay. I'm sorry. It's just.
It's
And
kind of
nothing
funny
against
though.
cosplay. Yeah, it's nothing against cosplays, but like, it just looks too muscle suity. It's like looks too padded.
Oh
like,
yeah,
he's in shape. Like I know he's in shape. Like, but like, it just looks fucking terrible.
One of the funny things about that show is that because the Arrowverse is just like is just in the drain. In the final in the previous season of Superman and Lois, they literally just retconned it out of the Arrowverse.
Yeah, like it's in a
like it's the same actors and everything, and it's like, oh, your father's the only superhero on this planet. It's like because I just knew the Arrowverse was just a sinking ship.
Yeah.
Like,
what happened to that show? Wasn't there that Black Canary and new Green Arrow show happening, or what was that?
That was cancelled in development. It was gonna be like set in the future with the kid Mia, I think was her name, and the two Black Canary. One thing I will say with Arrow that it never got right was Black Canary. Like I none of the Black Canaries. Really, you like Black Canaries in Arrow?
Well, oh no, sorry, you were just cutting out a bit.
Oh right. I was saying one thing Arrow never really got right for me was Black Canary. Like
they kept like the fucking.
Like I think the version I liked the most was the Sarah Lance version.
That was a good version.
Which was the only one who wasn't a Dinah. So it wasn't actually a Black Canary.
Yeah.
But like when it came to like the Laurels.
I was like, that's a bit stupid. I'm like, what the fuck?
As like, and like, why are you gonna like? Because like Black Canary and Oliver Queen are like that's like that's probably like DC's biggest like superhero couple. Like with the two superheroes, and why are you going to introduce it that he slept with her sister in the first episode? That's pretty irredeemable for a relationship, I'd say.
Yeah, but like they just later forgive him. And shit.
Yeah, but like even if they did go on with it, like it just like you would have just like knowing that he did that. It's just like I don't know, like it was kind of a dumb choice. But yeah, I was never a huge fan of the Black Canaries in that show. She's just I don't know. They haven't done a good live action.
And like, I'm interested in this Black Canary in like the Birds of Prey movie, even though like I find it really stupid how she used that one time she screamed, and then she passed out. I was like, okay, that's a bit.
Yeah, she doesn't use it again. Not to mention,
she doesn't use that again.
It's Birds of Prey film without Batgirl and. Was a bit.
It wasn't even try. If it didn't, I'm sorry, Harley was never a Birds of Prey member. It was more
right?
Gotham City Sirens.
Yeah, it was literally just like the Harley Quinn movie plus I don't know, maybe some other characters.
Yeah,
like, and I think Birds of Prey is a good property, especially with Batgirl. I didn't love Huntress in that film either.
Oh, I thought she was good. I was like freaking. I like. I'm a bit mixed on Black Mask.
Yeah, I'm annoyed they killed him off, didn't they?
Yeah, they killed him off. I'm like, what the?
I prefer Jason Todd kills him. I think he's a good. Because like Black Mask, what I like about the character, he's like a blend of like the old school mafia, like organized crime, but he's also like the psychotic Batman villain. So like, he's like I like the idea that with like when they. Because surely they'll do an Under the Red Hood story at some point. When they eventually do that, I like the idea of Jason overtaking his empire.
Yeah, I think that's a good story.
That makes sense for what Jason would do, and then he's like, okay, now we don't sell to kids. He's trying to like solve it from that case.
We don't sell to kids.
Yeah, it's like that's a good way. So I think Sionis they could have done more with.
Yeah.
I love Ewan McGregor. Ewan, is it Ewan or
Oh yeah,
Obi?
that was good.
Ewan McGregor, I think. I love Ewan McGregor, obviously Obi-Wan, but
Yes. Yo, what up, darkness? What are you doing? But yeah, Ewan McGregor was pretty good in that role. I just can't hate him. I just can't hate the character for that role. I just like, it's just because Ewan McGregor and like Victor
Yeah.
Zsasz was in the movie. I'm like, he just
he
felt,
was. I forgot.
yeah, he was. Yeah, I keep forgetting too. Like he was like, he like had a Jared Leto joke a lot. I'm like, what the fuck?
I mean, I guess
And
the Jared Leto-y thing probably works
yeah.
with Victor's ass.
Yeah. Oh yeah. When that big ass, like that big like that big that the guy who's like Harley and Joker tattooed, like, and who wanted to get revenge on Harley. I thought you remember that guy, right?
I don't.
Okay. I thought that was gonna be their version of Bane. I'm like,
Oh, I mean,
I'm like,
with the IQ they have with some of the decisions in WB, honestly, that wouldn't be surprised.
yeah. I'm like,
I mean,
oh,
she's like
therapy.
Harley Quinn. This is actually kind of coming back to because she's like skyrocketed in terms.
Yeah,
of
she's like big right now. Like, and she's promoted as a hero, even though she's killed kids or some shit. I don't know. She's done evil stuff. Like, and I'm like,
oh no, she's on horrible stuff. I think she's Bat
Yeah,
Family now, though, isn't she? I haven't caught up yet with comics.
if she is, that's
Yeah, but
anyway.
that's
Just I'm just that's where I draw the line. I'm like, okay, relax.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
but
I liked her suit in the Suicide Squad, like the red and black one. I thought that was really cool, like the one that she had in the beginning. Like,
oh right, yeah.
I thought that was like the best suit she had, even though the movie's trash. Like, that was the best suit. And then like, I'm sorry, her story in that where she gets married to like the prince of prime, whatever the fuck, in the Suicide Squad. I thought that was really unnecessary.
Yeah, I mean, but it is very like Harley Quinny.
Yeah,
like,
I know,
having
but like
this
it
whole
did nothing
side
to the story. It's like if they just,
No, it
I
didn't.
just feel
it
like
didn't.
they just wanted Harley Quinn to be in the movie. Like,
Well, she was
yeah,
the only like big name, if I remember correctly.
yeah, and she was the only member from the first movie that survived because like they killed off Captain Boomerang.
Yeah, it was
That's
like,
death. I'm sorry, that felt offensive to Australia. I'm sorry, get the fuck out of here. That death was
what
stupid.
about the Thinker?
I'm sorry. The Thinker. He wasn't even the Thinker. He was just
there. Doctor Who was just there. And
I don't even know what he did.
It's like a big
Yeah, he did. He was just like, he just got ripped off. Like,
it's like a pretty.
He didn't even do anything.
Villain to just kill off.
And they killed off Rick Flag, and they made it very clear, like, because they made us see the heart, like it's Mortal fucking Kombat or something.
Oh yeah, that was so like. Gruesome.
I was like, no, and that's why I hate Peacemaker. Not because like Peacemaker, the character's annoying, but also because he killed Rick Flag. I'm like,
yeah,
we're giving this guy a spin-off. Okay, sure.
I mean, I'm pretty done with Suicide Squad related stuff now. So like the fact. That
yeah, I mean, we aren't getting that video game, which is set in the Arkhamverse somehow.
Yeah,
a lot of continuity errors.
Wow, look at this new and great idea. So basically, this Justice League is evil.
We're gonna. I like the idea that they're gonna kill him. And there's only 4 characters. Hopefully, we get more. Like, seriously, 4 characters. That's fucking.
I don't want to do
anything.
too many because then like if you stretch yourself too thin as a developer, I feel like you make it too samey.
Yeah, true. Yeah, that makes sense. But like, I just hope there's more than 4 of them because if that is, I'm like.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think of like. Who are the most? I mean, there's El Diablo's also.
Yeah, El Diablo. And the continuity makes no sense. Like
Deadshot is just changed
black.
Color.
Yeah,
I think they made it. I think what they did.
Yeah, because of Will Smith, of course. Like,
was that they made it so the Deadshot from Arkham City was like a fake.
That is stupid because like in the Assault on Arkham, it's literally said it's pretty much Floyd Lawton because he's got his daughter and shit and like fucking.
Oh no, it is right. But
yeah,
apparently that was a fake. I don't know how that works, but
that's stupid. And also like in some comics, like in Arkham tie-ins, there's Captain Boomerang died. he got shot in the head, and like,
Oh yeah,
and also King Shark died in the Assault on Arkham movie. He got his head blown up. So I'm like, how the whatever.
I think they were just like, we need some name recognition. Let's just put this in the Arkhamverse.
Yeah.
Which is like, the Suicide Squad's decent, and you have Kill the Justice League in the title. Like, I
Yeah.
think you've had plenty of recognition. It's funny,
sorry.
right? Like,
Yeah.
this is the one, not Gotham Knights. Like, it feels like Gotham Knights would have been the one that was like the continuation of Arkham, and this one would be its own thing. And the fact that it's the other way around is so weird.
Yeah, that was a bit. I was like a bit confused. Like, what?
And we're almost guaranteed a Batman cameo as well.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. Like, and yeah, fuck. And like,
Because he's
Superman in the game looks a lot like John Cena. I don't know if that's a coincidence or not, but
Yeah. It does. I didn't remember that.
yeah, it was like all these memes and shit like fucking about that. But like, yeah, that game looks pretty cool. Like, it reminds me of fucking the first Xbox One game. I forgot what it's called. Anyway, yeah, it was like, yeah, it gave me a lot of vibes to that. I can't remember the name of it. But yeah, I hope we like that game's meant to come out. Fucking, I don't know, next year maybe. Yeah, next year.
Yeah, they delayed it. I think they delayed it. I think like the game's pretty much ready, but they just didn't want to release like this and Gotham Knights and Hogwarts Legacy, other three like WB games.
Oh yeah,
they're spacing them out for like good release times.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
so I think the game that's actually a good thing. So I think by the time we get to Suicide Squad: The Justice League, it will have had like so much time. It won't be rushed. I think it'll be polished.
And I hope the story is good. I hope that like I don't mind raunchy humor, but when it's like fucking all in your face and shit, like I'm like, okay, like there was so many dick jokes in the Suicide Squad.
Oh, but the Suicide Squad, I think this will be very different because like
I
the
hope
Suicide
so.
Squad is a James Gunn film, and
I know, and like
it's very James
if
Gunn.
if I didn't know the tweets he put out in the past, I was like, okay, I would have liked it maybe a bit more, but like since I know the context, I'm like,
I just haven't read them. I gotta.
Oh, it's fucking awful. Don't it's.
Is it like I don't know.
I'm not gonna bring them up on the stream.
No, don't. Obviously not.
But like, it's pretty gross. Not gonna lie, and that's why I'm not really comfortable with him being the head of the DC films and shit.
Well, that's the one thing is like anyone with that sense of humor, I'd be surprised if they didn't have something like that in their past. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know, but like, but if he was like. And he was like 30 at the time, so like,
yeah, it's not like
if he was
young.
like a teenager, I would have given that a pass.
But the like, thing is, the one thing I say will be going for him is the fact that like, because that's his like, because we know so clearly what his sense of humor is. I genuinely believe he didn't mean anything he said. Like, I don't know what he said, so I don't want to justify it.
Okay.
But I believe he definitely wouldn't have believed, like he definitely thought it was an acceptable joke. So I think like, what he did was wrong, but like I don't think he's like a creep, if you know what I mean. Like,
I hope not. Well, I mean, I don't know the guy. Like, yeah. But like, and like he said that he's changed. Like after like the after he was fired from like Marvel, like before he was, but then I beg to differ because like the movies he's made this is pretty much his humor.
Funny, right?
That is literally his humor. I'm sorry, like it's...
I mean, for his humor, he's good at it. Like for his humor, whether you like it or not, I think I'm
just not a big fan of his humor and stuff. Like,
but he's a bit divisive of a creator to put as the head of an already divisive franchise.
Yeah, it's it's just really hard to be a DC fan at the moment because like last year we had there was like this whole shit going on like with WB just taking L's after L's. It was just
I just
terrible.
made my own headcanon, legit. Like I was just like all right, screw this. I can't rely on anyone else, and I just like kind of in my mind just compiled a bunch of stories. Like, okay, this is my continuity, and I think you kind of got to do that with DC because every
you have to. You got to do the heavy lifting because they don't do it for you.
Especially with the comics, it's like you can read one comic and it's like this is in the same continuity as this comic, which completely contradicts it.
How many crises are we gonna have? It's
exactly right. Like some of them, like, oh, that never happened, and yeah, so like I just have my own version in my head, which I think is a good way to be less annoyed when a movie does something dumb. like that's like really against what a character should be like. So I'm like, oh well, it's not my continuity. But yeah, you've really like. Whereas if you're like a Marvel fan,
Yeah, it's
nowadays,
like it's
I feel
simple. Like, they
the
haven't
MCU
rebooted. Yeah.
is that continuity. So when they start to mess around with it and make it bad, like that would suck as a Marvel fan. Because like because like that's your continuity. You don't really like they say you kind of got to have your own continuity based off all these different ones. But with Marvel, when they make that one bad, like that's sort of everything for them.
Yeah, like I feel like when it first came to the DCEU, like if they ever since like they had like when people didn't like Man of Steel, BVS, they were like, oh, we got to reboot. I'm like, no, wait until like you see what happens. And like when the MCU had its like up and downs, like there was like, you know, like how can what do you call it?
Well, it didn't really have like it like because Ups and Downs isn't just a movie; it's sort of like a
Yeah.
period of
Yeah,
time.
pure like I feel like 2017 from Marvel wasn't really that good. I'm not a big fan of Guardians 2, Homecoming, or Ragnarok. Like I wasn't a fan of those movies, but like Infinity War was pretty good. Black Panther, overrated but good. Oh yeah, actually, doesn't Black Panther Wakanda Forever come out soon?
Oh, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Like they barely. We only got like the first trailer like 2 months ago. It was at Comic-Con. Yeah, it does come out soon. I'm like, yeah. Apparently, I haven't heard too much. Oh, I've heard good things about it though. Like,
yeah, no, it looks like they're really it looks like they're really trying with this one.
Yeah,
because one thing they have been done recently is they're just trying to. Like, it feels like Marvel's been doing the bare minimum.
Yeah, it's like the CGI work is terrible. Like in all their and yeah, there has been like some behind the scenes like shit about like their CGI work, VFX artists, which yeah,
I mean, yeah, Marvel
it's something.
has so many like hey, yeah, we got this new show coming out in 5 minutes. Oh, and 10 minutes later, here's the next show.
We gotta change it. Yeah, it's pretty much. And yeah, when they say Wakanda Forever and Wakanda Forever, this is basically gonna.
He said it. He said it.
The name
That's
of the
probably. What are we? Some kind of Suicide Squad? That was the most cringe fucking line I've ever heard. Like,
especially from Will Smith because he just has that like voice. Or wow, he's some kind of.
Bruh, I'm like, that is. Did you really need to? I don't know if that was a reshoot or like, because there were a lot of reshoots in that movie. Fucking like. You know that Vision, like, not this Vision, not this guy, but like, you know, like the dream sequence that Enchantress like puts in their minds, like, there's like, you know, like Deadshot kills Batman, and like, Harley has like this dream of living as like a housewife with the Joker. That felt so weird, out of place. Like, why? Because that was a reshoot. I know that, like that. Makes no sense. That was.
I mean, it's a weird thing with Harley because like some of her charm is the fact that like she's so batshit that like whenever you go to her point of view, it's all like completely different to what's actually going on.
That's why some people think that Birds of Prey didn't actually happen because it was
in her mind. Yeah, no, but like I mean that's the whole point. Birds of Prey was really going for the unreliable narrator thing.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I mean, tangent on Birds of Prey, but. I think the movie should have dropped the Birds of Prey tag and just made it a Harley movie.
Yeah, because it was coming out at the same time as the show, like, or it happened around the same time, like, with them breaking up with the Joker and shit. So, like, yeah.
And she probably and the weird thing is she has more name pull than the Birds of Prey.
Yeah,
so,
like because they had to pull in that because Birds of Prey and the fantabulous
Emancipation of
one Harley Quinn. I'm like, that is a long ass title. They just wanted to put in Harley Quinn. Like that's
that's what they should have made it. Like they could have made like Harley Quinn and the Birds of Prey maybe, but like it was basically I can't believe we talked about it and we haven't even mentioned how they butchered Cassandra Cain.
Oh yeah, fuck. I keep forgetting that.
I forgot about that. Yeah, because like
they literally could have made her someone else, like Harper Row. That would have been the perfect choice.
Yeah, like literally like like the kid who's been trained as an assassin doesn't even know how to speak because her mum like basically just abused her and like trained her. And she's just like this bratty she's just like this bratty kid. It's just like really
pickpocketer and like fucking,
Like, oh,
and I get they were going for like a diverse cast because you had Harley, who's white, like you have Huntress, who's I think probably Italian or some shit. You had Black Canary, who's black. You had fucking Renee Montoya was in the movie. Who's Hispanic, Latino, I don't know. And then yeah, Cassandra, who's Asian. So yeah, I think that's what they were trying to go for. They were like, oh, we got a who's an Asian character. Cassandra Cain. Who's that? Well,
yeah, but they could have just done Cassandra Cain though. Like,
they could have.
But then again, with her, that's why you should have had Batgirl. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You're gonna do a Birds of Prey movie, commit to it, and actually, like, I know it's Black Canary's team, really.
Yeah.
But,
Mostly.
But Batgirl is still, like, I'd say the second biggest, maybe Huntress. But like, when it comes to that team specifically, and the fact that she wasn't even there, and also her connection to Cassandra Cain as the next Batgirl.
Yeah, I'm like, what the?
It's like it was a very Batgirl-y hole in that film. And they kind of just not replaced her with Harley Quinn, like it's a separate dynamic.
Oh yeah.
But like, it was just like they should have done a Harley Quinn film, and then they should have done a Birds of Prey film later. With
they also like brought in like the hyena, which I thought was pretty cool. And then like they did the fake death the fake death, and I'm like, I was like, no, and then like they brought him back. I was like, what the fuck? Okay, because it didn't actually die. I was like.
Yeah, well, I mean, the fake out death is a very
it's
a staple of the comic book genre.
Well, yeah,
across
the board. No one ever stays dead except for Uncle Ben. I'm sorry, that guy's never come back.
He'll come back. They'll be like they'll do like an alternate universe Spider-Man who is Uncle Ben.
Yeah, he's gonna be like, the next Winter Soldier.
Like it'd be like Flashpoint Batman, but like
that would be fuking cool. Yeah, I don't know. Do they have their own version of Flashpoint, like of Marvel? I don't know if they do.
I don't know enough about Marvel.
Neither. I've read. I know there's like so many comics like with Marvel. I'm like, what the fuck? This is so stupid.
I'm just more into the like. The reason I like DC more is like it's just more fantastical and less grounded.
Oh yeah.
Like I kind of like how it, because the thing with DC is like when you compare it to Marvel, like it's not meant to just be Earth but with superheroes. Like Marvel is just like, what if our world had superheroes? Whereas DC is like
they're all in New York. I don't know why.
Yeah, like DC, you can't think of it as like our Earth. Like it's very different.
Yeah.
Like it's very more. It's very exaggerated. I mean, even the names, like this big city is literally just called Metropolis.
Yeah.
Gotham,
yeah.
Gotham, like Coast City is the city on the beach. Coast City, like
Central City. That's like
Central cities in Central America. Like they really just like it's very. I guess the word would be. I don't want to say plain, but you know what I mean. Like they really just exaggerate it.
Yeah,
but that's what I love about it is the fact that it's like kind of this exaggerated version of our world.
Yeah,
maybe Marvel does as well. I don't know. Like I have enough with DC. I don't need Marvel.
Yeah, Marvel is just like, I think like this is like the first MCU. Wakanda Forever is like the first MCU movie like I'm gonna watch. I've watched in theaters. Like I'm going to watch in theaters since No Way Home because we know what was gonna happen in No Way Home. Tom Holland, it wasn't you that brought us to theaters. It was the others. Sorry.
I mean, it was a good Spider-Man film.
Oh yeah, it was good. But like, it was only good for like its nostalgia.
Yeah, but I did like when it set up.
It did.
I would like now if they did a grounded Spider-Man.
Yeah, and like, because it seems to be more of that. The PS5, not PS4 Spider-Man-esque.
PS4 Spider-Man is my favorite Spider-Man.
Yeah, I'm actually downloading that game right now. I'm still waiting. I downloaded the Miles Morales game because no one talked about that game. The Miles Morales game it came and went. Like I didn't hear anyone talking about it afterwards.
It was because what they did was because what made the first one so good is it was like the whole Sinister Six and like everything, and like Miles Morales didn't really have much left.
Yeah,
and so Miles Morales was fun, but because they'd already used up everyone, it was so short. Like I remember like playing the game and like getting to the end, I'm like, what? Is that it?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it's like a half the time of the original.
Yeah, it's like Arkham Origins. Like Arkham Origins, I like got that game recently. I got it from eBay, and like It's a pretty good game. It's yeah, there's some mechanic difficulties and shit, but like overall, it's pretty good. Like this, but the problem is, it's the story. It's too fucking short. I'm sorry. That's
Yeah,
sure.
I mean, then again, yeah, I guess it's also because they moved away from Rocksteady.
yeah, it was and yeah, it's the same company that isn't that the same company that did Gotham Knights?
Yeah, it is. It
Oh,
is.
right. Okay, yeah.
And
that
I
makes
think they have a bigger love for the more live servicey aspects. I don't really know what they did with.
Yeah, because like I now I never played the multiplayer mode, but like I know there is a multiplayer mode in Arkham Origins, or at least there was, because I think it shut down like
How would that
June
work? You just play as
2016.
Batman.
Yeah, and there was like Robin and oh hey Jade, yeah, Arkham Origins is underrated. I 100% agree. Yeah, like I now like since when I got Arkham Origins, I couldn't play any of the goddamn DLC. Like I couldn't play the I was about to say Captain Mr. Freeze like DLC. Like, I couldn't play that because like I don't have a code for that in the store on the Xbox store. All I could get was like the goddamn Deathstroke thing, and
I've
where I
seen
can
that
play
clip.
as
That's
Deathstroke.
pretty
Yeah,
dope.
it's really cool.
I mean,
Oh
yeah,
my
I mean,
God.
like,
Love that.
what are you saying? Were you saying oh my
Well,
god
that-
for something?
Oh yeah, oh the Deathstroke boss fight in Arkham Origins. Get the fuck out of here. That was so hard. Wait, you played Arkham Origins?
I haven't played it. No, I
It's
like
weird that the boss fight of Deathstroke in the game. It's like at the beginning of the game. It's so hard. Holy shit.
really.
Like,
I mean, yeah, I know. I know that.
I couldn't stop dying. I was like, you just
Well, yeah, that's the thing with those games. Like, I'm not particularly great at games, but I always set games like that to the hardest difficulty. So stuff like gear upgrades and like skill points matter, because I feel like if they do, they was voiced by who voiced Ezio in Assassin's Creed. Ezio.
yeah. He was the guy who voices Sonic usually.
Wait, what? Wait, so
Yeah.
someone's voices Sonic, Ezio, and Batman.
Oh, like the Batman in Arkham Origins was voiced by the guy who voices Sonic usually, and I think also Captain America in some cases.
Damn.
But yeah, it
those
was like
actors
a
are so talented, man. They do so
Yeah.
many stuff, so much
Yeah,
stuff.
like freaking like the Arkham games put in so much detail. Like in Arkham Origins, there was like this reference to the Court of Owls, which like
Was there?
yeah, there was like they said like the fucking poem shit like
Oh, yeah, like
come for your
the-
head or some shit. Yeah, it was like somewhere in the background. I'm like, that is a detail you had no right to put in there, but did anyway. It was just how devoted they are. Like when it came to like the first Arkham game, that shit was groundbreaking. Like they put in so many references to like so many shit. Like in Arkham Knight as well. City is fire. I'm not gonna lie.
City's the best one, yeah. Because
Yeah.
so it was sort of like they increased it with like the Arkham Asylum,
Yeah,
and then
they
let's
did.
make it bigger, and then they kind of set the ambitions too high with Arkham Knight. But like,
I don't
City
mind
was, like,
Arkham Knight. I like
No,
yeah, Arkham Knight
I
has
love
its
Arkham
problem.
Knight,
Yeah, it's great.
but-
Like
but,
the
like,
the
Batman feels a bit
visuals of
much.
Arkham Knight are freaking amazing. Like you get
Oh.
like it's a 7-year-old game and it looks better than most
You
games.
know, one of the best parts of it is like when you're like mid to late, like later parts of the game, and like all the stuff becomes like the Joker. Like you look
Yeah.
at the poster, and
Yes,
it'll like
I'm
and,
like,
like
what the
flickers
fuck?
between like Joker and like the poster. It's just like the
Yeah,
attention to
yeah.
detail in that game was honestly incredible.
It is like they and like I know like the Batmobile is like usually like hated upon like, but I like the Batmobile in the game. Yeah, sure. I wish we could like play as other Batmobiles while still in the story mode.
Oh
That
yeah,
was-
it was annoying, right? Like you don't.
Yeah, I was like, I want to use the BVS Batmobile. I'm like, but like they were like, yeah, nah, can't. But yeah, like the suits in the game, like freaking amazing. Like oh fuck, yeah, it was like the Robin design.
Oh mate,
Get
Tim
the fuck
Drake
out of
looks
here
like
with
he
that.
was
That
30.
was. I'm sorry. Get out of here with that. Oh yeah, Arkham Knight Tank Simulator. Yeah,
No,
it
that's the
pretty
thing, right? Like
much- it pretty much
was-
was.
It was fun, but it was just like you're like here, do 30 tank missions, and now get ready for the big showdown with Deathstroke. Like
Get the
Deathstroke, that
outta
one
here
guy
with that.
from the comics known for driving around in a tank.
Yeah, he just
It's like-
gets taken down with one punch.
I just remember, no, but like I was like, all right, I finally finished the tank section. Now I get to fight Deathstroke. Let's go. It's just like
That was
nope,
maddening.
that
I'm
was
like,
it.
Fuck.
That's the thing. Like, it's like they did design. I think the design for how they did the Batmobile and how it destroys everything, like it was a good design.
Yeah, it
But
was
they were
cool.
like they were too proud of it. They were like,
Yeah, they
I-
were like,
putting it
"Let's
everywhere.
doing it," and they were like, no, let's go, no," and they were like, no, let's make this a tank battle. I'm like, fuck, I'm like, relax with the tanks, Rocksteady. I'm like, you know, like,
Yes, and also just like the way they blended Jason with this OC, like sort of original
yeah,
character.
they promoted him as like an original character. They
Yeah.
they said multiple times, no, this is an original character. It's not Jason Todd. It's Jason Todd. Yeah, I'm like, when I was playing the game, I'm like, this is fucking Jason Todd. I don't give a shit. What I don't care. This is Jason Todd. And then when it's revealed
Actually,
that Jason Todd,
because like I said, I've only like DC has been like a
yeah,
thing where I've got into the past like couple years. I didn't know who Jason Todd was before that. Like that was my introduction to him.
Oh,
Like
really?
now, obviously, I
Oh.
know a lot, but like, back then, I was like, oh, I mean, I was like, so as someone who didn't know Jason Todd, it was still super obvious when they started going, like,
yeah,
when they started showing the clips of like,
yeah.
the
They're just
Joker.
showing like his origin. I'm like,
I was like,
okay.
oh, gee, this mysterious person who seems to know who Batman is has come back to take over the city and knows a lot about Batman, and now they're showing us that the
Although
Jason.
I do like what they did with Scarecrow here.
Yeah, it's nice that they elevate Scarecrow.
Yeah, that was like a cool ass design. I'm like, yo, is that his face? What the fuck happened to him? That's just
Scarecrow
So-
is yeah, he's a great character. I want him more.
Oh, that was another disappointment.
So-
Hush
so
and
what
Arkham
happened-
Knight.
I actually
That
did watch
was-
a video about that. What happened with Hush was so Paul Dini was wrote Arkham Asylum and Arkham
Yeah, he did. And then
Arkham City, and so Hush was his plan. But I remember when it came to the third game, he had like I don't think it was like proper arguments, but there were disagreements on what they should do with the story, and so it was like the game people who like designed the actual game kind of took over the story for the third game, and Paul Dini wasn't a part of it.
What?
So Hush was his plan, and they didn't really want that. They wanted
That's-
Jason.
I know Red Hood's popular and stuff, but like they built up Hush in Arkham City. Like that was a good setup. Like he was actually seen before. Like you actually start that mission. Like he's actually seen on like a hospital table or some shit. Like with a box and pretty much with other faces. Like he's still got bandaged around him, and I'm like, that's a pretty cool detail. And then like, yeah, that was the great build up. And then he's fucking knocked out. I'm sorry, that was the most unsatisfying shit I've ever seen. Yeah, exactly. It was way too freaking obvious. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
if I
like,
had known who Jason was at the time, like
yeah, I'm like, okay, this is so not Jason Todd. I'm like, and they like, I think this was like, because like they like he was like branded with a J on his face, and that was the same time the Joker image for Suicide Squad was released. Like the
with
first look,
damaged.
yeah, and like also there was also a J on his face, so people are thinking, "Oh, is this Jason Todd?" And I'm like, "No, fucking relax. No, it's not Jason."
Oh,
That
like
was-
a conspiracy theory that like Jason.
yeah, yeah, he became the Joker, even though Jared Leto and Ben Affleck are pretty much the same age. Yeah, that's weird.
Really?
Yeah, they're this. Yeah, Jared Leto's 50. Did not know that.
What?
Yeah, I know. I'm like, he does not look that age. I'm sorry.
I mean, I guess I can't bring myself to watch a Jared Leto film, so.
I mean, yeah, yeah. I've not seen Morbius, but like, I don't want to.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. The Morbius memes are not funny. I'm sorry. They released it again because of the memes.
That's for me. That's what made it funny. Like,
Yeah, that's what made it
usually
funny.
it
I'm
just
like,
becomes like a typical boring
did
like
you not
meme.
did you not get the joke?
But the fact that they managed to trick Sony into re-releasing it was hilarious,
That's
and
so
just wasting
stupid.
like millions of dollars again to get it back in cinemas. That was pretty brilliant.
So stupid. Morbius shit is like fucking dumb. And now we're getting a Craven the Hunter movie, which is pretty much going to be Morbius, but with Craven. And then we're getting a Madam Web movie.
Sony's
That's
just
perfect.
milking it. They're milking the
Bro, they're like,
slice
they
of
can't
pie
even-
that they have.
Fucking use Andrew Garfield. Oh my god, this reminds me. Fucking. So wait, let me get this. So Wait, let me share this. This is so stupid. Fuck, where is it? All right, so this was announced today, except, he changed his username. Because like he called himself Toby Maguire at first, and it wasn't actually the real Toby Maguire.
Oh, it was just someone who's verified.
I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, that got so many people, and this got like so many people fucking hyped.
Oh, that's such a troll.
This was what happened. Like, he was just verified as Toby Maguire. I'm like, what the fuck?
I mean, if I had a verification, that's so what I'd do.
And I'm like, okay, this is Elon Musk's doing. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm really gonna enjoy this. Oh my god, we could here for that. Oh my god, this is something else.
Oh yeah, so I get that it's like a. You're very brave scrolling through Twitter on stream.
Oh yeah, because like something could definitely. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh god. Oh my god, this part in the Batman, that's ridiculous.
Hey, what did he inject in that scene?
I don't know. I think it was like something the same thing that Bane uses.
I mean, would that mean that he made Venom? Are they making it so Batman creates Venom?
Or maybe he stole Venom. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, but like, my god, we've gone on for like 2 hours. 2 hours and 20 minutes. Holy shit. It feels like a minute or something. Yeah, but like, yeah, so. Fuck. God, what was it? Oh, God, do we have any more topics to bring up? Because, like, yeah, this has been quite a good stream. Fuck.
Let me think. We've gone through the DCEU.
Yeah, pretty much gone through like heads of DC, Henry Cavill, Black Adam. About Black Adam, the music felt so out of place. Like it just felt like the Paint It Black, and there was that Kanye song. I'm like,
oh yeah. I'm a bit done with the whole pop song and superhero.
I'm like, that's so stupid. I'm like, why?
Not pop song necessarily, but you know, like
pop songs,
scenes where it's like some music track and then it's like a action scene.
It's not as bad as like the Pitbull song in Aquaman. It was like the Africa remix. I'm like, that was terrible. Get that out of here. I'm like, oh my god, that was so stupid. Also, there was that part I was confused about when Black Adam was fighting those guards, even though he's not in Black Adam form. He just got like a he just got out of that.
Yeah.
That made no sense. I'm like, dude, you should be dead. Like you should. He got out of that Bacta tank or some shit. Like, it's just,
he's just like, okay,
now
that's
a Bacta tank. It's like it came out like right at the same time. It's like, I just finished watching the book of Boba Fett, and I'm like, get him back to the Bacta tank. I'm sorry, he went into the Bacta tank way too much in that show.
That show. I mean,
that show.
I know it's not DC related, but have you watched Andor?
I haven't seen Andor. I'm like, because I was a bit burnt out. I did watch a bit of Tales of the Jedi. I'm like, I was a bit unsatisfied with that. I'm like, I wanted more.
I mean, the one thing I will say about Andor is I was so burnt out with Star Wars, and it's like, this is the first well-written show they've done. Like, I actually really enjoy Mandalorian.
Yeah, that was good.
But it's like Mandalorian's fun, but what Obi-Wan and
I love like the first episode, the first and second episode were great. Episode 3, no. Episode 4, terrible. Episode 5 was like. Episode 5 and 6 were like were really really good.
I remember episode 5 was really good. That was when we like pulled down the ship.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was just like it's just. I guess there's also expectations probably maybe not.
A move he would never do again. In my head. Like he didn't do that in Rogue One.
Imagine just
he didn't do that in Hoth. Like when freaking the Millennium Falcon flew off. I'm like, or probably he was like, I'm not falling for this trick again.
He's just like, yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah, they're gonna make a comic about that, and they're gonna explain why he doesn't do that again. I'm sorry. I feel like that is something they would do.
Oh, they love to over-explain every little
Oh,
thing.
they do. Like fucking.
It's the identity, the glup shitto thing.
Yes. That's so stupid. I'm sorry. And the Reva character, and yeah, I know the actress got bad messages online. This has nothing to do with it, but like.
And the thing, I part of me like kind of blames Disney for that.
Yeah,
like,
I was like,
because like what they're doing with that is they were using her, like they were literally using her as sort of like a full guy for the show. They were like, just in case the show does badly, what we can do is we can do this and we can put her in and we can, but like before the show comes out, they say like, oh, we had to talk to her about she'll get, what she'll like get racist comments, which is true, like she will.
yeah.
I feel like they intentionally did that so they could protect the show from criticism. Like I feel really bad for her because like she got it all. I think that was part of Disney's plan.
Yeah, and like I know she's an Academy Award winner actress or some shit, but like the writing was terrible. I'm sorry, it's just
Across the board, it was just not a very well-written show.
For her was just bad. Like she had the most. I'm sorry. Her entire character was like, I'm so mad. Like she just had a mad mug face the entire time.
Yeah, and it's like I get why you would do an Inquisitor as the main villain if you're not going to include Darth Vader. But if Darth Vader is going to be as in the show as he is, to the point where he's literally going to fight Obi-Wan, just make him the villain. You don't need Inquisitors. Like
the Inquisitors I could have done without them. Like
because like they would like I get it if you wanted to protect canon and be like, oh, he doesn't see Darth Vader until this point, so we can't meet him here. But if you're just gonna abandon that anyway, why were the Inquisitors there? Any of them?
Yeah, it's like it doesn't make sense sometimes. I'm like, and like I was so confused. Like, why the fuck was he like when the Grand Inquisitor was brought back? It was the most lamest way possible. He just stood there saying,
Doesn't
hello.
explain it.
Yeah, they don't explain. Well, I think they say that he's got 2 hearts or some or 2 stomachs or some shit. I don't really care. But like, I thought they were gonna like kill that guy off and get the real Inquisitor with like the proper head.
Yeah, like
that could have been like a reshoot thing. Like, oh, we got the fans. The fans are bothering us. Yeah, and then like they actually get the real.
It's like the same exact dude with a slightly longer head.
Oh my god! So this was pretty much Reva's character. She reminded me a lot of Black Manta in Aquaman, where she was just like, "I'm so mad.
I don't want your money. I want Aquaman."
I mean, to be fair though, that is Black Manta's character.
I don't want your money. I want Aquaman.
Yeah, like a friend of mine made that, and I was like, "That is." I could really mistake that for the actual movie because, like, he is so mad mug. He's got a stank face. He's like, it's like someone farted. Like, geez, like, dude, relax. Okay, I get that he killed your father, but like, yo, relax.
I mean, the fact that the one thing I will always respect for Black Manta is he looks so dope, especially for an Aquaman villain. Like the fact that you can have an Aquaman villain is so cool.
Oh, like in a drawing that would look so stupid, but in live action it looks dope. Like I'm excited. I'm so excited for Aquaman 2. I want to see that shit badly.
Especially with Batfleck. I know he'll be only in it.
Yeah, he's in. Yeah, like I don't know if is it going to be in. I don't think he's going to be in costume though. But to have him back is good. It's good. Like we have more Ben. More Ben.
Yeah, any
more Ben time.
Like I totally get if he doesn't want to do it much, but
yeah. I mean, like but he's gonna be in the Flash movie. Like, oh god, that Flash movie is in fucking shambles right
Every
now.
time I think about the future DC, I remember the Flash movie exists, and I just think, what are they gonna do with that?
What are they gonna do with Ezra Miller? I'm sorry, like, okay, look, I'm not a fucking lawyer.
No, he's definitely recast. There's no chance. No chance.
Definitely. I'm sorry, like. We don't know the whole story, or I mean, we did. Oh, I don't really give a shit. But like, I'm sorry, he's got way too much controversy.
Yeah, no, there's no chance they keep him. Like, I'd be very like it would be such a low IQ move on behalf of Warner Bros. Like,
and this is a new regime. Like, this isn't Hamada, Emmerich.
Yeah, no, there's no chance. Yeah. Especially given like he pleaded not guilty and he faces like up to up to like 26 years.
Yeah. And I felt like before, like when this whole shit started with Ezra Miller, I feel like so many people jumped to conclusion. I'm like, Ezra Miller needs to be recast. I'm like, okay, first of all, I was never the biggest fan of Ezra Miller. That was like one of the biggest things that I didn't like about Zack's movies was like that casting. But like, he's still a human being, so, or they're still a human being.
No, you gotta.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Like.
That's
They
kind of
gotta,
jump scared me.
yeah, I accidentally pressed that. I'm like, oh shit, we can't play that right now. This is like fucking, but like, yeah, like that shit is happening with them, as in Ezra, but like, yeah,
Yeah, no, I get it, but
it's a big story.
I think too many things have come out about them for it to be like forgiven. Like
either way, he's not gonna do any. Is he gonna do press tour or anything? Like fucking.
No, I'm sure they'll get.
Like,
I'm sure they're really gonna milk the Batfleck part to try and do the press. And
the Keaton part.
And Keaton.
Yeah, because
it'll be like
Saggy Keaton here, like fucking 7-year-old Batman. I'm sorry, like that was the plan was they were gonna have him replace Ben Affleck as Batman. Like a fucking 70-year-old Michael Keaton's great as Batman, but he's 70
like 40 years ago.
Like, at that time.
And like they were in the so like Batgirl would be like 20 and he'd be 70. So like so
that was
like 30 years it was just him, no Robins, because like Robin
was
also
going to be. It was a Robin because there was that graffiti. Like
yeah, but the graffiti was of a Robin who was like the same age of Batgirl, which means it was Dick Grayson, which means that
which means it was Chris O'Donnell. No, I'm just kidding. But like
which also means that Dick Grayson had only just started, because not only just started, but like it only recently started, which means that there was still like decades of just Batman.
So stupid. I'm sorry. That's
like if you're gonna introduce Batman that old, literally you can just pick. Okay, here's an entire.
They could have done a Batman Beyond with Michael Keaton.
Oh yeah, no,
that would have been the perfect.
I heard about that idea and I was like, "What? That's such a missed opportunity."
Could have been so good. Like, but like, they want that nostalgia bait and like, yeah,
that would have been good nostalgia bait as well. Like they just don't think about this stuff.
No. Yeah, that's. They're gonna use that song a lot in the Flash movie. Have you seen the concept art of where the Flash is catching falling babies? It's so bad. Oh, I gotta get that up. It looks so.
What is the context of that?
I don't know. I think it might be for the opening of the movie or something. I gotta get that up. I gotta find the photo of it. It's so stupid. Oh my god, it's so stupid. It's like the most.
Another thing that kind of annoys me about. Annoys me about that movie is what they're doing with Supergirl's origin.
Yeah, I'm like, what is this meant to be? Kara Zor-El, or is this?
It is. They've confirmed it's her, but like, what makes her an interesting character is the trauma of being 17 years old and literally everyone you know dies. Like that is, and then basically becoming a god on a foreign planet. Like that's what makes her interesting. Oh, what is this? Like, is that genuine a thing? Like, is that a genuine
yes, that's
thing?
real. That's real.
Oh my god!
What is the scene gonna be? I don't know.
This gives me like Thor: Love and Thunder like fear, like because this is the type of humor you'd see in Thor.
This is the type. It's literally gonna. I would fucking. Oh my god! This is like fucking. Oh my. So, a friend of mine like said that he's got a feeling that the scene's gonna play out like this. It's gonna be like a Huggies commercial. Then it's gonna be in slow motion. The babies are gonna make cute faces like, and then like. They're gonna be falling in slow motion, and then when the Flash catches all of them, he's like, when the Flash catches all of them, one of them's gonna vomit on them, vomit on him, and I'm like, if that happens, I'm gonna get pissed off. Like that actually.
Look at his face. Look how serious he is. Like this doesn't feel like a jokey scene.
He's like.
It doesn't even feel like he's determined. Like he just genuinely feels like,
it's like oh god, what?
Like he's just so indifferent to what's going on right now.
Who thought of this idea? Someone was in the editing room and they were like, "Yo, this is like the greatest thing ever. Instead of the Rogues or something or Reverse Flash, let's have falling babies." And they were like, "Yes, that's our Flash." I'm like,
Reverse babies, and then we'll do Flash Point, I guess.
And then we're gonna have that
really
team up with Flash and Turner Hayes. I'm sorry. Get the
Turner Hayes
is going to be in the movie.
They reboot the entire universe, and this is like
it's going to be
human being.
Restore the Turner Hayes verse. Oh god.
It's just
Did
like
you see that variant cover for like a comic of the Flash movie? It was it was like drawn by the director of the movie.
wait, drawn by the director. That's
Yeah, it
unusual.
was like yeah, it
Talent.
was yeah. Oh god, it's terrible. Holy shit. You
Oh,
haven't
so
oh
not much of a talent.
you could say I mean the context it came out at the worst. It was like came out during like the whole Ezra Miller shit. Oh my god. Yeah.
Oh, and I think I don't
Fuck.
remember it, but I remember seeing something that was like super like it seemed like in super poor taste. Yeah, no, I did see
This was it. I'm like this if this happens in the movie, I'm walking out. I don't give it. I do not want to see he's got a hairy ass chest. What the fuck?
I could so
No,
see like Ezra Miller wanting to like it just feels like an Ezra Millery thing. It's like
There's Batman. He's wearing the blue again. Who the fuck is this? I think that's Girder. I think that's the character's name. Oh my god.
so is Batman gonna be like Batfleck? Is it like what's his role? Is it
I don't know.
co-star?
I think it's
side
like
character?
I think it's just side character. I don't know if he's gonna be in it much.
Yeah,
Because we know he's gonna be on that scene. Like there's a scene or he's on the motorbike and shit. Like, and I
Yeah,
think
but,
that's
like,
it. Maybe or maybe in
like-
the ending or something. I don't know.
Well, I remember in the original with the leaks that have now been retconned was like he was gonna be like trapped in his own universe.
Yeah, he was gonna get killed off. Like I'm like no. Like I'm like fucking hell. Like it was like.
I know they won't kill him off now, but I don't know what.
Yeah, they're not gonna kill him because like Aquaman and like those other movies come out after the Flash. Because like,
is it though? I think Aquaman.
yeah,
oh,
it
Aquaman
is
coming out after.
Yeah, because like the Flash is coming out in July next year, and I'm like, fuck, is this movie never not gonna be delayed? Holy shit!
This like slate of films of like Black Adam, Flash, Shazam, and Aquaman have just been like waiting to come out for so long.
Yeah, they can't
Like,
stop delaying it.
They've been the next DC projects for so long, and it's just like, bro, where's like anyone else? Especially because like, I don't know, I'm not that excited for Shazam too, because like, it's just like, A, no Black Adam, B,
Yeah.
I don't love the Shazamily concept.
Oh,
Like, I don't mind Mary Marvel, but the whole fact of all of them having the powers of Shazam is a bit broken.
yeah, I can understand that. I'm like, okay, that's a bit too much.
Like
Like,
there's,
they can literally take on Darkseid. That's like,
yeah, like there's like
that's a
5 of
thing.
them with the powers of Shazam. Like
That's
maybe
like
maybe make it so like when they all have it, it makes like it kind of like shares the power equally. But
yeah,
it didn't
or
seem
like
they did that.
either their powers are limited, like one has super speed, one has strength.
Yeah,
so
yeah, like they each have like
that
like,
could have been easily
like-
something, but like no, they just
yeah, just like like imagine all 5 of them. Just like that's like literally a Justice League by themselves.
that's a Justice League of their own. Fucking
Yeah.
hell, like
So like that's another issue. Also, I don't really know too much about the villain. Who's the villain?
yeah, we don't even know I think they're original characters for the movie, which is so weird.
I'm so sick of OCs and DC live action.
Yeah,
like
me too.
there's too much source material.
There's too much. I'm like fucking use Black. Why didn't they use Black Adam?
Well, I know that's because of The Rock. Apparently, like everyone, like someone close to The Rock. Jesus, so gross. Everyone
it's-
close to The Rock says that he has some like secret disdain for Shazam.
Yeah, does he not like get along with Zachary Levi? I'm like,
No, I think it's because he just thinks the character's too childish and he doesn't.
okay, you're allowed to think that, but that's your fucking enemy,
No, that's what I'm saying.
Dwayne.
Like, he wants Superman.
Dwayne. That's your enemy.
And that's like,
gotta-
yeah, I'm happy you brought Henry Cavill back, but I'd kind of
Uh.
prefer if you weren't in the movie with him. No offense, but like, I want Superman with Superman villains.
I'm like, why?
Like maybe in a Justice League film, the Legion of Doom, Black Adam can be there, but
Oh
like
yeah,
I don't really want a Superman versus Black Adam film because story wise, like they're just not enemies.
they're
Like,
not made for each other. Like,
yeah, they're not like villains for. Like, he's not a villain for Superman. Like I
Mm.
guess he is because he does.
that's like Tom Hardy saying he doesn't want his version of Venom to fight Spider-Man. I'm like, who do you want to fight then? fucking
Well, the thing is
Iron
with Tom
Man.
Hardy is he's not even a villain. Like
Yeah,
he's
that's
like
true.
he's not even an anti-hero. He's just straight up a hero. Like
Yeah, at this point,
they just
yeah.
like very loosely going like.
I'm
"Ooh,
sorry, but
anti-hero."
Venom in the movie sounds like freaking Cookie Monster or some shit. Like, I'm Venom. There's chocolate.
Did you watch the second one? I never even watched the second one.
I wish I didn't watch the second. I only watched it. I only pirated that movie because, like, I'm sorry. It was fucking terrible. I'm sorry. It's so bad. Get that out of my sight. I never want to see that again.
Yeah.
And the ending for the post credit scene was spoiled on TikTok. I'm like, son of a bitch. But like, yeah, it was like, and then he ended up in No Way Home,
Yeah,
which
and he
was
for like
for
a
nothing.
minute. That was such a waste of opportunity.
That was like, what was the point of that?
That was such a wasted opportunity. Like, I don't know. That would have been like that would have been fun. I mean, it was a fun scene in No Way Home.
Yeah, it was a
but,
good
like,
scene. I like.
why do it? Like, why even do it if you're just gonna?
But I mean, they left behind that Venom suit.
Oh, he did, didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
Are they even gonna do that now?
I like
Oh,
that
Secret
Venom.
Wars, of course.
Secret Wars, yeah. Somehow. That. I don't even know.
Marvel's in dire straits if they're gonna keep their popularity up leading up to Secret Wars. Because
Yeah, like they're releasing 2 Avengers movie in 1 year.
Because no,
That's-
but like when it comes to like popularity, Marvel is on a kind
Oh
of like
yeah.
general like in like it still gets the attention, but like in terms of people's like reception to it, it's
Yeah.
kind of on a decline. It's like they gotta hope that you
Yeah,
know
like
Black
these
Panther,
next few movies have
Ant-Man.
got to be good. Oh yeah, Ant-Man's coming. That trailer came out. Like, that looks pretty. All right.
I don't know. I'm excited because like the thing is with
Yeah, it looks
with
pretty
Marvel is it seems like they're all so stretched thin. Especially Kevin. I think Kevin Feige's probably so stretched thin that like
Oh yeah.
his input is probably so basic for projects. But the
And
fact
then
that
he's asked to do DC. I'm like, get out of here. He's not doing DC. That's almost laughable that they asked him that.
Yeah, but with Ant-Man, because Kang's in it, I feel like it's one that would have a lot of his focus. So I'm kind of optimistic that it'll be good because it's Kang, the introduction of I know he's introduced in Loki, but like the
Yeah.
proper introduction of the big villain. Surely that means he's going to give it a lot of focus and make sure it's good.
Mm.
Whereas like a lot of the TV shows, especially, it's like he doesn't
Oh,
care
yeah.
how they end up because they're kind of irrelevant.
Yeah.
Or like even movies that I enjoy, like Shang-Chi.
I
Fun.
still haven't seen Shang-Chi.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun.
Oh, I watched Eternals. I didn't mind it. It's a movie.
I haven't watched Eternals.
Oh.
I didn't watch it because of the reviews.
Yeah, I only watched it because of the reviews because they weren't so positive. I'm like, why isn't it?
That was like that was the
positive?
first because even Thor: The Dark World I think has like 60 something or 60 maybe even 70%.
I'm not gonna lie. I would rather watch Thor: The Dark World than Love and Thunder or Ragnarok.
Well, it's a thing, right? But like
Yeah. It's like-
Eternals was like the first bad, like one that was like critically bad in Marvel, really.
yeah,
So
that's why I
kind
was
of, like
surprised because
it
like
was kind of like a
usually,
turning point.
yeah, usually critics like eat up anything Marvel. So I'm like, okay, this movie got me interested because of those reviews.
Yeah, it's like what could they possibly have done so bad?
What could
But it
they
was
have
also-
done so bad?
It was kind of the opposite of me, where I was like, bro, if the critics are giving Marvel movie that, then surely this thing is horrible.
Yeah.
But no,
Ugh,
I mean,
it's
I'm sure
just-
it's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not bad. The CGI in the movie is really good. Like some fight scenes are freaking fire.
Damn,
Like, there's,
hearing
like,
CGI is
this-
good in 2022.
Oh yeah. Jesus Christ. Yeah, fucking. Oh my god, that's so I think we'll end the show here because like we're
Yep.
like holy shit, 2
2
hours and
hours, 45
40
minutes.
minutes. Holy shit! Like, a minute ago I felt like 2 hours, but now it's 2 hours and 43 minutes. Jesus Christ! So yeah, you tell everyone where they can find you.
Nowhere. I don't really. I mean, I have Instagram, which is my name, but
Yeah.
I don't really frequent social media that much. But
Okay.
yeah, thanks for having me, Axel. Of course.
Yeah, it's all good.
A
Yeah,
lot of fun.
thanks for
Always
coming
love
on.
talking some
We
DC.
can, yeah, this is like great. Like we can do this next week and stuff. So yeah, this is like when the news breaks out of when James Gunn steps down from DC. Hopefully, that'll be big news. Or when the Flash gets delayed or canceled.
Again,
Yeah.
2030.
I would not be that surprised. Like fucking. Yeah, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that
We'll talk about it later.
We'll
All
talk about that next week. All right. So yeah, thank you everyone for watching. Everyone who came by. Make sure to like and subscribe. No, I'm just kidding. This video is brought to you by Patreon. No, I'm just. Oh no. All right, but yeah. Thank you everyone, and we'll see you later. Peace.